truth live from where they create. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tuning every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody. I know you're trying to figure out why am I a little late? Because I was stuffing my face, y'all. I was stuffing my face. Dallas decided to have my food ready now when I got ready to go live. I'm telling you, that girl's spoiling me, y'all. She is spoiling me to life. But I want to talk to you guys a minute. Hold on a second. Let me get my water. I don't know where I put my cup at. I know I came upstairs with my cup, so I just have to drink it out the bottle. My bad. I only drink water, Julie. I only drink water. Woo! Woo! I only drink water. I mean, I was being bad when I was in New York, y'all. I just want to tell you, I was being bad. I was eating so much rice, so much Haitian type of food. It was so good. It was so good. I'm now back to living the strict life. Well, I went to Cobb County to visit Nesto. Those who do not know Ernest Williams is Nesto. He was married to Shirley Strawberry, and Shirley Strawberry was the co-host of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right. He has been charged with a RICO. He's the only person that's charged with the RICO. And he had a co-defendant, but I don't think she was charged with RICO. She was just charged with different charges, but she never got charged with the RICO. This smells so good. never got charged with the RICO. So it's another one of those one man enterprise type of thing. Now his is gonna be crazy. His case is gonna be really, really crazy. I don't know why this thing popped up. My computer's acting up. And I don't know how to use this. I gotta learn how to use um what do you call it? What do you call this thing? I gotta learn how to use Apple product. I still don't know how to use it. I have to go take Apple product class, which I still haven't done that. But anyway, I went to visit him. The visit was a very, very good. He was pretty excited for the visit, and I did pray with him. I pray with him, and I pray for those who's going to use the content, because you know they're going to use it, right? They're going to use it, because they ain't got no content. They ain't got nothing. They're not original. They're not going to go in and go to places and make content. They're going to wait for Sylvia or Sonia to get on and bring them content. That's what they're going to do. We know that. But anyway, he did give me a scripture, and I'm waiting for Sonia to give it back to me because I didn't have a pen when I went to go visit him. And I couldn't write the scripture. I know it's Matthew chapter 16, but I don't remember the verses. So I am waiting for that young lady to call me back. Thank you, Tanja, for the... Y'all, let me tell you, it is coming off. My clothes are fitting like loose. Look at this, y'all. This thing is loose on me. Look, you see? It's fitting loose, and this thing needs to be tight. It's coming off. I'm going to be that teenager body soon. May not have teenager hair because it's gray is all out, but I'm going to have that teenager body, missing the background. You missed this background? Me too. I built this background. Most of it came from Goodwill. Y'all, most of this background came from Goodwill. Like the little flower and stuff like that. The little shoe came from Goodwill. Yeah. Most of these background. This came from a yard sale. The bird thing here came from a yard sale. That came from a gift. That was a gift that was given to me and Ronald. And that's Goodwill. That's good. That's the Hobby Lobby right there. The top one's Hobby Lobby. In fact, when I brought it home, I broke it. I had to put glue on it to fix it up. The little stem thing was Goodwill. And remember when we did these? Remember we made this? This is the butterfly I made with the money. Remember that? The butterfly I made with the money. Look. This is actual money. This is us making butterfly with money. You see that? Remember that? We made these together. Remember that? We made these butterfly with money. Remember that? We did that. And some people didn't do a good job. And I was trying to have an art class with y'all, and y'all didn't do a good job. Some of y'all didn't do a good job. So. And this is, someone gave me this for a gift. Somebody gave me this for a gift. This is made out of crochet. This is crochet. See? Crochet, a bouquet of flowers made out of crochet. So, we are very creative over here. The infamous family creative group. And this is creative as well. This is creative. Gluing on. You see, it's creative. See? Put this inside. Look. See, creative. We are creative over here. We are the bomb.com. Okay. So, I'm doing very well, Reba. I'm doing very well. Yeah, we're very original over here. We're going to have all kinds of fun over here. We're going to do little artsy things. But anyway, hey, Kathy. Back to Ernest. Let me go ahead. The visit was very, very good. Let me let me explain something to you. There are a lot of people who have this great hatred for this man and they don't even know him. Only thing they know is what they have been listening to on phone calls. They've been listening to calls that since he's been in jail that they listen to. They don't understand the magnitude of the charges because if it was a family members of theirs, they wouldn't want that kind of stuff, you know, like that. But anyway, people do what they want to do, right? Um, someone can be locked up so long with. Thank you, thank you. That's the see. Here's the deal. Here's what this state of Georgia, this part of Georgia, Fulton County, right? It's the worst. It's the worst because you're not giving the due process that is owed to you. His attorney filed for a speedy trial. Speedy trial, y'all. He's been in there almost 4 years. He's been there now, as Sonia could say, 3 years and 1 week or something like that, right? And he is still in jail. No trial. The next date he has is on August 11th, and that is just a hearing, status hearing motion. A status hearing motion. But all these people get on this line and they say he's terrible. They charging him with bigamy. They charging him with now the person that's supposed to have been his co-defendant is out. She has taken a plea deal and she's gone and she's y'all, the thing is, you got to use common sense. You got to use common sense. I don't care how much you hate this man, and the only thing I see him doing is cheating on his wife, based on what I've heard. Okay, the other thing, it's just so much. It's just so much. Now, with everything, all the cases that we have seen, the trials and stuff like that, y'all know for a fact that whenever they piling stuff on top of 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 stuff, that means they really don't have anything. They really don't. And they're using stupid stuff to get them. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And we're okay with that. But we're okay with that, Gloria. There are people on this in the bushes right now watching this, and they hoping so much negativity on this man. And let it be somebody in their family going through this. They wouldn't want that at all. They wouldn't want that. But they hate this man, and they don't even know this man. They don't even know this man at all. They hate the young lady that's standing with him, talking about, oh, she's a side chick. So what? She's a side chick. You're not God. You don't have a heaven and hell to put somebody in. Yes, it's Fonnie's group. Yes, Fulton County Fonnie's group. I mean, whew. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to. I need to, because this stuff is getting like, how you just start like ready to blow up about something, and I want to take a moment to give a shout out to someone who I came home and I had a gift. Hold on a second. Hold on. I came home and there was a box in my mailbox, in my P.O. box, and it was Christine Sheets. She sent me a whole bunch of books. She sent me a whole bunch. I already started reading one of them, and she knows how my relationship with God. And she sent me this. Number one was The Pathway to Success. I started reading this one already. I'm already in like page. I'm already on page 5. I just got the book, right? This page I'm on is The Pathway to Success. It says, letting God lead you to a life of meaning and purpose. Gave me that one. Then she gave me this one here. Battlefield of the Mind. This is all Joyce Meyer's. Battlefield of the Mind, the 30th edition, anniversary edition. She gave me that one. I haven't started reading this one yet. And the next book she got me this one. It says, What About Me? By Joyce Meyers. It says, get out of your own way and discover the power of the unselfish life. That one, she got me that one. Then the last book she got me was Overcoming Every Problem, 40 Promises from God's Word to Strengthen You Through Life's Greatest Challenges. This is that one. So she got me all of this. Shout out to Sheets. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And definitely I will be reading this, even though I can't read, because they claim I can't read, but I'm going to do my best with my reading, which I already started reading. So these are the books that she got me. So I'm excited. I'm going to put them right here in my little thing here. I don't want to get up yet, but I'll put them up. You guys will see it in the back, and I'm starting reading them tonight. I started reading that one because I really like that one. Because this one here, because I was praying to God about something, and what I've read so far is fitting in exactly what I need at this present time. So I'm telling you, God do not make mistake when He tells you something, He reinforced it with somebody else, and He reinforced this with Christine's book. And so thank you, Sheets. All right, thank you. Do we send gifts? It's a P.O. box here. Do we send gifts? Do you have a P.O.? Yes, I have a P.O. box. But this is it. This is somebody else sent me a gift, but they returned it back because it was at the post office since May 13th, and I haven't been home. So I apologize. You probably got your gift back. I was not here when it came in the post office because I had it in my mailbox, and the post office sent it back. So I apologize. The little sticker was in the mailbox, and I did not get a chance to get that gift. So you most likely got that gift back. Whoever it was. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was that sent it to me, but your gift was sent back by the post office. It wasn't me. I just wasn't here. I wasn't here to pick it up. And Dallas didn't know, so my apologies. I know you paid that shipping cost because this shipping cost, I saw her shipping cost was a lot. So I'm like, ooh. Because a stamp is 70 something cents now. It went up on the 13th. 70 something cents for a stamp. One stamp. That's a lot of money. So please forgive me. I did not know it was coming, and they returned it back. My bad. My apologies. So, yeah, so I had to get off the topic for a minute, and I'm going to come back to that topic of, because you know what I don't understand? What I don't understand is how I could understand if somebody was on video and you actually see them being a mass murderer or actually doing some terrible things on the video. You saw the person doing it, right? It's not alleged. I could see those individual being upset about that. But when you don't know the facts and then you hear all the stuff being added on, then some things doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense to you, oh yeah, Gloria, I have a whole bunch of stamps. I have a whole bunch of stamps that well, I bought them when they were 44 cents. So I have a whole bunch and I've been using them to except the other day when watching the world and we were sending mail out to somebody. We were in board stamp. That's how I know the stamps are going up. It was 74 cents and they told us it's going to go up to 77 or 75, so 70 something cents. It's going to be really high. So and it's going to be $1 soon. She says it's going to go back up again next year, something like that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Hey KYD Audio, how are you, my dear? No, but I was saying that how folks who don't know this man are on the internet wishing the worst on this man. He hadn't even had a trial. But because they've been listening to phone calls, they have already put him on trial and convicted him already. Don't even know the facts of the case. Just like I was telling you guys, those who have seen the some of the evidence exhibit from Diddy's trial, and they can tell you some of the stuff that it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Not until you sit in the courtroom and listen. Not until you sit in the courtroom and listen to all the evidence. And then you can make your educated assessment of whether or not this person is guilty or innocent. But sitting here, listening to phone calls that doesn't have anything to do with the case, because you feel that this person is sleeping around on his wife, he's guilty of everything. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. Because they wouldn't want that on their spouse. There's a couple of people in that has a content creator who've been to jail, which I found out today, who's been in jail, and there are some whose spouses have been in jail. But they're the main ones that's going hard against this man. But they believe their husband and they believe they were innocent. They tell you the little story of how they got locked up and what this person. I mean, they don't want their audience to judge them, but then they're judging this man based on phone calls. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? They want sympathy. In fact, I heard from my folks that they had like some sort of crowdfunding money to help them out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But they want folks to have so much sympathy, to empathize with them. But they are just throwing daggers at people. Throwing daggers. Acting like Sonia is the worst person. Sonia is the first person that has ever been in a relationship with somebody that was married. And she didn't know he was married in the beginning. You get what I'm saying? But they have so much negativity and so much hatred towards somebody they don't even know. And she's giving them back the same energy that they give to her. I don't blame her. I would say the same thing. She hates black women. I would say the same thing too, because they're the one who's attacking her. But you understand, Kathy said to help her move to stay with a relative because she doesn't work. Kathy, but then they're the first person going to dog me out, y'all, because I'm honest. I'm honest about where I'm at. It has to be a way to speed up the trial. It is, and it's They haven't even, because his attorney is doing another case. Remember, he has a public defendant, a public pretender. Hey, Miss Sylvia, chat watching from Dallas, Lancaster, Texas. Hey, Brenda, how are you? But that's the way. So you are saying phone calls are illegal? I didn't say nothing about phone call. See, stay, Eminem. Stay with the topic, Eminem. Stay with the topic. I never mentioned anything is illegal. Never mentioned anything like that. I said the people that are throwing daggers at this man is doing it because they listen to phone calls. That's what I said. I never said anything was illegal. I never said it was legal. I never said anything. So let's stay focused, okay, Eminem? Stay focused, hon. Stay focused. Don't go to the left. Don't go to. Let's stay in the middle, okay? Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. Oh my God. What is wrong with folks? Stay focused. Maybe you came in late. Don't understand. You just I'm not answering that question. I have to go and research, get the answer, so research it and find the answer. I'm not going to give you the answer because I'm not an attorney. I don't know the answer to it. Okay? Go find the answer. I'm just asking. Am I an attorney? Why are you asking me? I don't know. Same way I could research it, you could do the same thing. I'm not going to research it for you. You go find the answer. I didn't bring up anything about it being illegal or illegal. You asked that question. Talking about you brought it up. No, I brought up the people listening to the man's thing and throwing daggers. That's what I said. So don't try to switch it up. You asked for this attention, so now you're getting it. You didn't hear me say nothing about was illegal or legal. You didn't hear me say that. So stop lying on me. He's supposed to be old school focused and know that a no when lock up on those phones. Yeah, he thought it was a no. I don't think he thought it was going to be a thing that people would use to enjoy as commentary for the internet. I don't think he thought that. He knew that he was listening to the call. And plus the conversation is nothing that would be like anything having to do with his case. He was just talking relationship stuff. I gathered from what Sonia said. That's what I'll gather. I get it, public record, but I thought it was open case. It is an open case, Kathy. You know what, Kathy, let me tell you something. When they tried that mess with Young Thug case, still shut it down. He didn't play that. They put that one video out before his case was over. What's that? Oh, thank you. It is the last of that I want to. Okay, thank you. Look, she got me some watermelon. Look at my child. My child just take care of me, y'all. She's the sweetest thing on earth. She love her mama. Cheers. But sorry, I'm eating my watermelon. But let me put the link in. Oh, she just stepped away, Mimi. Dallas just stepped away. She didn't stay. She just came and gave it to me and walked out. And Kobe's right here. He just got his hair cut. I would pick him up, but I got food in my hand. They tell you it's being recorded. Yeah, that part, yeah. But you never heard, as long as you have heard people being in jail, you never heard their phone calls just being played for entertainment purposes. Have you ever heard that going on? That calls were coming in and people were playing it for entertainment purposes. I thought the calls was for them to review it for court records. But we're using it for entertainment purposes. We're using it. They're using it to play it and have entertainment purposes on it. I'm new to the story. Why the aggressiveness? Please don't be rude and call me a liar if you can't answer questions. So you came in here asking a question which I did not say anything about. So then you get mad because I'm calling you out and calling you a liar, because you are lying, because I never mentioned anything about something being illegal. That came out of your mouth, not mine. Not mine. Why are you getting upset talking about you knew? If you knew, you just be quiet and sit there and listen. You said, so, this is your statement right here. So you're saying the calls are illegal. Here the part, it says, so are you saying, which I am not saying, I never said anything. So are you saying, you get what you just said, right? So are you saying calls are illegal? Did I say the calls are illegal? No, there's a so in there. That means that obviously you thinking I said it. Now you're calling me rude, but you're the one who brought it up. You're talking about I'm aggressive. But why is it a question when I didn't mention anything about it being illegal? Did I say anything about it being illegal? Did I say, did you hear, rewind your tape, your live, my live. No, that's your assumption. You said, so you're saying I didn't say anything about illegal. You said that. And you get mad because I'm calling you out because you put it out there. I don't know if it's illegal. Go ask an attorney. Go ask somebody that knows. I don't know. I don't know. So you're saying it's not what I said, and I don't know. Go find out. Go research it. My Lord. And then you get mad at me saying I'm rude. But you're the one asking questions that I didn't mention about. I was talking about people listening to the call and calling him all kinds of names and coming at him. That is what I was talking about. I ain't saying nothing about no illegal. You're saying nothing about, this shouldn't an attorney do something about it. Come on now. Come on. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't be trying to flip-flop and make it about me, because it ain't. They activating the Pisces in me. That person's activating the Pisces. They're getting the other side of me. They activating the Pisces. Pisces activate. Okay. Now they're going to talk about I'm being rude. And they still there. The yelling is too much. Bye. 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 Talking about the yelling too much. See ya. You ain't even got to type it. Just leave. This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. If you're leaving, you don't have to announce you're leaving. Just go. Bye. Just go. See, the thing is, you want the attention. You want me to know that you're leaving. So you type in, you take the time, the yelling is too much. I'm leaving. Bye. Go. This is, y'all, seriously. Pisces activate. Now you're threatening. Oh God. Oh my God. Eminem, I'm not giving you no more attention. You got enough attention out of me tonight. Okay, let me ignore you now. Daryl says Sylvia just got through eating, but I'm here now. Good evening. Good evening, Daryl. How are you? Natasha, exactly. Oh God, let me just go ahead on. Oh my God. Okay, what were we saying before we rudely interrupted? Let me put the link in here for the folks to come on in. Let's see. I'm back to Sylvia now. I'm back in my home territory. So you get what you get. You come in here with the nonsense, you're gonna get the nonsense back to me from me. Okay. You don't like it, you know where the door is. I was at the phone calls. Natasha, thank you, Natasha. How was the visit? Visit was great. I'm trying to tell them about the visit now. But I was saying how this man has been in jail 3 years and 1 week, right? Still no trial date. Still no and his attorney filed for a speedy trial. I don't know what speedy trial means in Georgia. Speedy trial usually means that they have to do it before the next quarter of that particular year, right? Whenever they put it in, they have to do it before that quarter, but it doesn't look like his plane is working that way for him. But listen, they just recently had a case which was about the protesters. And let me tell you, Judge Farmer, one of the defendant filed for a speedy trial. And guess what? The Judge Farmer threw out the case now. Judge dismissed the case because the speedy trial has not the time frame has not been met, so the judge threw it out. And this is still Fulton County. This is Judge Farmer. And guess what the color of that person is? A certain persuasion. This person got arrested after Nesto. Yep. You want me to show you? Don't believe me, Kathy? Hold on. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Okay, this happened 6 days ago. Okay, here, let me show you. Let me show y'all. Hold on, y'all. This is it right here. Same court system. Okay, this is it right here. It says mistrial declared for Stop Cop City activist Alea King. This is Alea King right here. The judge threw out her case. The first trial of Georgia's racketeering case against protesters attempted to stop the creation of the Atlanta new public safety training center is set to begin on Monday, right? Begin Monday with opening argument, but that didn't happen because the judge declared a mistrial. See? You know why? Because she put in a speedy trial and they did not meet the deadline. See, it has been 16 months since y'all last saw this courthouse. And at this time, I am going to declare mistrial in this case, which means y'all are done, Farmer told the jury. Okay. Following the judge's declaration, he also said that it's the court's intention to move forward and to select a new jury. See? Attorney objected to mistrial and filed a plea in bar to prevent a retrial. See, they don't want a retrial. See, now they're getting ready to do a retrial, arguing that the mistrial was improperly granted and that retrying the defendant will violate protection against jeopardy. By dismissing the jury, our argument is now that they'll be facing again. That's double jeopardy. That's what the attorney said. Look who's on there. Jimenez. Ponytail is on this case, y'all. Suri. Look. Oh, I gotta call Suri. Y'all. Let me call Suri. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Let me ask Suri, are they gonna retry his client? Hold on, y'all. I did didn't know that was Suri's case. Hold on. I got to mute for a minute because he doesn't know I'm on this live. I got to mute.
We'll get an appeal. I mean, it's a it's an uphill battle, but I'm hoping that the Court of Appeals is going to say, yeah, y'all should have kept that jury. They should have dismissed the jury, and then they can be acquitted. But if the Court of Appeals disagrees with me and they're not acquitted, then yes, we're going to have to pick a jury and go to trial.
Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know, and I won't call you or harassing you anymore. But I wanted my people to hear it. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Y'all heard that. So he's hoping that the judge will take his what do you call it? Motion about not retrying. So he doesn't know whether or not the judge is gonna agree with him or not. So y'all just heard him. See? The plug, Sylvia's the plug. I got connection. I didn't even know he was the one on the case. I didn't even know he had a client on there. So it might be a couple of attorneys that I know that's on that case. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, y'all. So we just got some answer on that case. But you see what I was saying with his client, the judge already declared it's a mistrial because it's been 16 months. But look how long it's been for Ernest. Look how long it's been for Ernest, and they haven't declared a mistrial on his. Something's kind of like weird about that, right? Isn't that something weird? Isn't that something weird? Right? Colby, stop getting on my nerve now. Well, Gloria, this is like his sixth attorney, I think. This is like his sixth attorney. Two public defender, and then the other one, well, fifth attorney. My bad, fifth attorney on his case. The first three was paid. Thank you. Just said thank you. Yeah, Gloria, it's kind of weird, isn't it? 3 paid and two, what do you call it? Public defenders. That's true, Piper. It's because you're right. It could be, but he does have a bond. The bond is like way outrageous. They could be going back for lowering his bond because he's more than 90 days since the last one. What happened to the paid one? Candy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the paid one. Sorry, I'm eating my watermelon because I don't want it to get warm because I like it nice and cold. So please excuse me. I don't know what happened to the paid one. I don't know. We probably need to ask Sonia. Want me to call Sonia? Want me to ask Sonia? We can bring Sonia in. Y'all want me to bring Sonia to the live? Let me know if y'all want me to bring Sonia on the live. He said maybe. CC. Yes, because normally paid ones stay. What's the next court date is August 11th. I'll be there for next court date. All right, Amber, let me call Sonia. Let me see if she wants to come on my live. No, she's supposed to be talking to Nesto right now. She's supposed to be talking to Nesto. Ran out of money. Yeah, I think you probably... Can you record his hearing? Kathy, I'm going to put it in the Rule 22. Let me see if they approve it. I have to approve it first because some of the other people did something wrong in the courthouse. So he may not approve it, but we'll see. I'm going to put it in because somebody messed that up. So I don't know if they're going to be approving it. Send her a text. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I just sent her a text. I'm going to put it in, but I have to see if they approve it because they may not approve it. It depends. The judge may not approve it because of the situation that happened last time. Somebody was playing it while somebody was recording without having a proper Rule 22. The judge never addressed the CMT. I don't think so. I don't think so. Did it get revoked? I don't know, CMT. You know, I've been doing the I was doing the Diddy trial, so I don't know what happened with Fulton. You know, tomorrow I was gonna be there, but I got some of my own stuff going on. Y'all wanna know what's going on with me? Y'all wanna know my mess? You know, I tell y'all my mess. If you're not that somebody, why wouldn't they grant yours? Oh, I didn't say they're not gonna grant it. I just said I'm gonna put it in. I don't know, GA. I don't know. I'm just saying, just in case. You know, you just hope for the best. You know what I'm saying, right? I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put in for it and see what happens. I'm going to put in for it and see what happens. Kobe, could you please stop that noise? Hold on. Kobe want to get out. Hold on a second, y'all. I gotta take off this thing because my bottom is not bottoming. So that's why I have to take this off. Hold on. I don't want no mistake to happen that y'all see my undies. Don't want to show my undies. It's not my undies. It's my PJ. It's not my undies. It's my PJ. See? It's not undies, it's PJ, so don't think I'm naked. See, it's PJ, see? I'm not naked. I just don't want y'all to see match. Come on, you want me to let you out? Come on. Come on. Dallas, did you kick him out? Okay, because he keep making noise at the door. Hold on. Hey, lady, I'm live. I need to ask you a question.
Why am I so pretty?
Why are you so pretty? No, not that. That's not the question. I already know why, because God made you that way. But here's the question I wanted to ask you. You want to come on live?
Look at my head.
You ain't got to show your face.
Oh.
I'll send you the link. I can send you the link.
Put it on. Put it on the other phone, 954 phone.
Okay. Oh, the other thing. Where's my text message, ma'am?
Huh? What?
Where's my text message? I asked you for my the scripture. You were supposed to send it to me.
Let me do that now. You know what? I was gonna do that, and then he had called me. Remember?
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, she's coming. She's coming, y'all. Amber and the rest that wanted her to come on. She's coming. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm sending her the link. Just bear a second, good people. I'm sending her the link. Okay, I just sent her the link. Yeah, she's getting up here. Daryl said, Sylvia, some of these people live in Babylon, mentally convicted. No real justice. This is not Roman Emperor time, barbaric thinking. If you got concrete evidence, let's go to trial. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Exactly. All right, y'all, we're going to wait while she comes. Could I finish eating my watermelon? Let me take it off the screen so y'all don't see me eating my watermelon. Y'all just going to hear me eat my watermelon. And it's delicious. Mmm. Mmm. We're waiting for Sonia to come on up. How many of you guys eat for your blood type? I started eating that way because I want my body to be at its optimum performance. So there's a book called Eating for Your Blood Type. I do that. So it was Matthew chapter 16, verses 13 through 20. Matthew chapter 16, verses 13 through 20. How much weight have I lost? I don't know in the numbers, GA. I don't know. I go by my clothes now. I know I was at 20-something. Before, I was at 20-something pounds. No, it's 20-something. Okay, she calling me. Hold on. Yes, ma'am.
For some reason, it's taking me just to. I'm back home. Let's talk, but it's not doing what it normally does.
What does it normally do?
It's like you sent me the link to watch it instead of
What?
like you normally do.
No.
That's what it's looking like.
No, go click it. Did you click it?
I clicked it and it says I am back home. Let's talk.
Yeah.
And then it just has me watching. It doesn't say, like it normally does. You know how you normally send it to me?
Hold on. Let me do it again. Hold on. Okay. No, I sent you the right way. Just click it.
I did click it and it sent me to this. I'm back home. Let's talk.
It does do that, huh? Let's see. Why
It's not
does it?
It's not doing what it normally do, which is, you're backstage and you're da 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 da.
Yeah, you're right. I see it. I just clicked it and it shows that. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, okay, what does she want me to watch it?
Hold on a second. Let me see something. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, that is.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, I'll be at everybody's thing.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to get it. I don't know why it's doing. It's kind of weird now. Hold on. Okay, let's do it again. Let me try it again. Let's see what it says. Let's see. Okay, now use the one I just sent you, second one. I hope that's the right one. What does it say?
Yeah, this one is.
It's working?
Enter the studio. Yeah, this is different.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, yeah, I had to send her the wrong one. I had to send her the wrong link. Sorry. What chapter for what? Cece, what chapter for what? Mimi got my whole schedule. Yeah, look at Mimi. Mimi going on over your schedule. Go on, Mimi. It's chapter 16, verses 13 through 20. Chapter 16, verses 20, verses 13 through 20. Matthews. Hey, Sean. Look, y'all. Watermelon gone. All right, now I can drink my water. That was some good water. We're waiting on Sonia to come on in because we're giving commentary to the folks that don't have originality. Watermelon feta salad? Watermelon and feta cheese? That don't sound too good. Kazan, that doesn't sound too good. What happened with Sonia? Nothing. She coming. I gave her the wrong link the first time. Thank you for covering other cases just Nesto. I've been covering a lot of different cases. You're welcome, Kathy. It's good mixed sweet and savory taste. Oh, Kathy, you tasted before? Oh no. Oh no, that doesn't sound like it would be that delicious. Feta and I don't know. I guess that's like cheesecake with strawberries, right? Right? Cheesecakes with watermelons, probably. I don't know. That sounds kind of like suspect, you know? Looks kind of suspect-y. That always happen, Amber. When you see somebody eating something and you be like, you have no desire for that thing, right? And then when you see somebody eating it and they make it seem like it tastes so good, then all of a sudden you want it. Please try it. If was in a salad together, you would eat it. I just ate some watermelon. You did too? Yeah, I got my Apple Watch. I had lost this watch, and when I was looking for something else, I ended up finding my Apple Watch. Now I need to sync it with my stuff. Probably got a whole bunch of updates on this watch. A whole bunch of updates. Just found it. It's been lost for a little while. I need to change the band because I don't like this band no more. And you see, Dallas is coming in. Read what you said, Gloria. Gloria said, I think you should do Ryan Melly. His case is funny and DA is crazy. Like DA love. The Apple app right now. I'm going to take a while. Okay. All right. Miss Famous. All right, let me let me go ahead on and call my cuz. She probably not gonna answer. The cousin that I was gonna stay with when I go do YF, and if I do YF and YN Melly. I can't do YN Melly. You know why? That's the same time that Jeffrey's case is. Jeffrey's brother. So I'm gonna stay, YN Melly, everybody gonna be doing it. Remember I said I'm gonna stay away from cases that has a lot of people? That's one case that's gonna have a lot of people. Okay, where is this girl? I wonder where she get. Did she get a call? Where is she? Hold on, y'all. Let's call her. Let's see what's going on.
Hello?
Ma'am, I'm waiting on you.
Huh?
I'm waiting on you.
It says I'm backstage.
No, Lord, I must have gave you the wrong thing because you're not backstage here.
It says you're backstage.
Hold on.
Be ready.
No, you're not backstage over here. Let me see what the heck I send you.
Hold on, let me go back in again. I'm clicking what you sent me, and it said I was backstage. Said it, Billy. We never get it right.
Hold on a second. Let me go back.
I'm backstage again.
Hold on. Let me copy again. I don't know why you're in the backstage. It's not.
I'm just going over what you sent me.
There you go. No, you're not backstage. I went backstage. That was me. You're not backstage. Let me give you this again, lady.
I'm behind the curtain.
Okay, here today. Try this one again. Try the next one.
Hold on, let me come out of that.
I send you the same thing.
Hold on, girl.
It's the same one.
Well, if you sent me, I'm backstage again. Do you see me?
I don't see you backstage. Why don't I see you backstage?
So the host can see you.
No, you're not backstage.
But you know what? You're sending something. Oh, this thing ended 2 hours.
That's not. Go to the one I just sent you. It says 84C. 84C. That's not. Go out. Go out. Go out. That's not the one.
I killed it. Hold on, I'm going back in somewhere else. I got out of that one. I killed it.
Hold on. Hold on, young lady. Let me send it to you again. One more again.
Yeah, keep saying it ended at 2 hours.
Hold on, lady. Hold on. Hold on, lady. Hold on.
You keep sending me 84C.
No, I know.
It wasn't 84C. The first one was some other stuff.
Hold on. Okay, try this one. They said you was just on.
Okay, I mean, the host has enabled.
There you go. There you go.
I see you, Applejack.
Okay, let me hang up on this one. Am I gonna hear you on this one? That's the thing. You know, we don't never hear you.
Oh my God. She don't hear me now, y'all.
It's low.
Do you hear me now?
It's very low. Hold on. Let me. I bought some earphones. I just never opened them. Hold on.
Oh my God. Sonia always have some issues trying to log in, y'all.
You know, we so unprofessional.
Gloria said, about time. Dang.
Hold on, it's very low. Very, very low.
Oh my Lord, y'all. Y'all know she knows.
Let me pick this up about. See if I.
God damn it.
All right.
Can you hear me
This ain't
now?
right. This ain't right. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, right. All right, now talk to me and see if I hear you.
Can you hear me now? 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 Your Lord, how much she can't hear me. She can't hear me. She can't hear me. She cannot hear me. She got a chip on her. Sonia? Sonia? Sonia?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear me now?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then we hear each other. It's all heard.
But I called you a couple of times. It was like no response.
You called me just now, or you talking about you called my phone? Because I
No,
left
no,
and I left.
no, I was talking to you.
I hear you fine now.
Okay. We
Something
got it.
happened. It's
We're cooking
actually
with
better
grease
now.
now, y'all. We cooking with grease now. We're good.
Yeah, we was cooking with water earlier.
I don't know what we were cooking with, but it wasn't working. The food was still raw.
Yeah, we good today. We good right now. I hear you perfectly.
Yeah. Um.
My tablet is acting stupid because I usually use that. Oh my gosh, I lost my appetite. Go ahead.
What was you cooking?
I didn't cook. I went and got me some snappers, which is like what's that spot down there? JJ Fish. It's just like that spot, but it's snappers.
Oh, it's for
So I
snapper.
just had some. Yeah, I just went and got wings and fries because I was out. I went looking. I went and get me a little air fryer, a little baby one, because this one I can't really do nothing with, and whenever I try to make something, it just turns out rubber. So I'm like, let me just go get the traditional one I'm used to cooking with. So I just went and bought an air fryer so I can make my food edible.
Mm.
What's going on, Black Patch?
I just said you wrong for
You
giving me that
know, it's got
nickname.
nicknames. What's up, Black
He was
Patch?
like, he said, Sylvia just got a black patch right up in the front.
What's up, Black Patch?
Hey, hey.
Black Patch.
Okay, Kathy got a comment for you. Hold on.
Is it nice?
Oh, she's nice to you.
Oh, okay. No mean comments today.
She said, Sonia, you should expose Lenore because like she does Nesto. She's a criminal, she said.
I don't hear her show. I don't know. One time, like last year, remember I called you. She was ranting, and it sounded like she was like some angry psycho.
Yeah,
And I'm
but
sitting there like, what is wrong with her? She don't even know none of us, but she was just going in, like it just really triggered something in her. And I was like, that she needs help because she was just all over the place, And then she plays on my phone.
oh yeah, because you told me earlier that she had
She
called you.
plays on my phone. And I told her, don't call me ever. And she'll call private while she's on live. And then she just, that's high school. She plays on my phone. That's weird. Something is mentally wrong with her.
I know one thing. She stays in my bushes. She's in my bushes right now because her friend told me she was in my bushes.
She on your front porch because she looking for content. That's all. She looking for any
I
type of
promise you
negative
right now, if
content.
somebody goes to her live, she probably playing me right now.
Right now. Exactly.
Probably right now.
Right now. Yeah. Yeah. It's just weird.
How do I know she plays my content? Because her friend told me. Kazan, I know Kazan, you one of her people. Because I told you, step lightly, Kazan. Step lightly. But I don't be playing. But anyway, how I know is because her person told me.
You can just read her titles. You ain't got to go in and look at the content. You can just look at the title and know what she's talking about.
And then put your picture up. She always put your picture up. My picture too.
Yeah. I mean, whatever gets you numbers, I guess talking about me, being a fan. That's
She
all I
blocked
can
you,
say.
Kazan? No, she didn't block you. Come on now. Kazan, you did not get blocked over there because you're one of her favorite people.
She only gonna be blocked if she talk nice or optimistic. She gotta be negative like the rest. They like that.
Oh, Kazan, I know you was over there. Let me see. Y'all, let's go see if she's playing my live right now. Hold on. Let's go see. Let me go see. Let me go check it out and see if she's playing my live. Because she probably is.
Ugh, her boyfriend is not. Ugh.
Oh, she's not live yet, y'all. She's not live
No,
yet.
she gotta download it first, and then she'll play it.
She's probably trying to download it mine
She
now.
gotta download it after I delete it during her live. She gonna start downloading stuff first, so she don't get embarrassed like before.
You will hear the next topic. He is one of her people. I've seen him. Yeah, I know Kazan. Yeah, Kathy. I know Kazan is one of her people. Come on, I know that.
This season was really meant to
Does this lady know what happened to the state attorney? Wasn't she the one paying him? No. Sonia wasn't paying the attorney. Were you paying the attorney, Sonia?
Not those. I paid 2 attorneys, but not the
Oh, you
ones that he's working with now. He's had a lot of attorneys.
So Candy's right. So you did pay for some of the attorneys.
I paid for one attorney. One or two. I paid for one for me, and then I paid one for him. When I had got subpoenaed, I had paid an attorney,
Okay.
and then the issue that we had was something else. I had paid an attorney.
Okay. Kazan asked you paid for what?
Hmm.
Okay, why use your platform to introduce other YouTubers? Melissa, why you in my business? Somebody already mentioned her. So why you in my business, Melissa? I know you one of them too. Trust me, I know Melissa B is one of them.
Sometimes when you don't know the person that's asking the question, because I know you know a lot of your people, sometimes it's the other bloggers on a sneak asking questions they want the answers to.
Mm.
If you don't know the people, because you know them bloggers be on your thing. You know, either they have somebody that one of these girls that get on,
Or
you
they
know, or they
do.
got a fake page and they get on.
Um,
Yeah,
one of
especially when
one of the people over there in the other channel. One of the people over there, their channel, trying to come and sneak peek and get questions answered over here. That's what the one I'm talking about, Melissa B. One of the people. I'm suspicious of all of y'all, half of y'all anyway.
yeah, you got to side eye everybody. You don't know it. Most of
Especially
them.
people ask questions like that. Like, okay. And what is that question? Why is that question being asked?
And where are you currently in the process?
Kathy said, Kazan is a member. I did not get up every morning and hang out with you while you were in New Jersey. Yes, you did, Kazan. You did, but you also was over there when they were bashing me. No, Kathy's telling it right now. Kathy, look at what Kathy said. Kazan is a member over there. I'm in and out the chat, so I'm a little behind. Sonia, what is wrong with your vocabulary that
And if someone is detained by
okay, talk that talk, I'm blocking you. Because listen, stop asking stupid questions of my guests.
Don't read them out loud when it's dumb and mean. Don't read them out loud. Don't even acknowledge it.
I'm doing the blocking tonight. So y'all want to come after Sonia? I'm blocking for my guests. I don't care. Y'all come with the mess, I'm gonna be messy too.
Right. Positive energy. If you're on that positive, go to the other channel.
You misdirect your aggression. Who? I'm not misdirecting anything. Bye, Melissa. Bye. You banned too. Bye. I'm not misdirecting no aggression. I ain't got no aggression. You go watch from the bushes and go over there to your people. I'm telling you, Pisces activate. It makes my Pisces activate.
James Christian from Jersey said, Kelly, why
Turn
did you
down
really
that
want
TV, ma'am. That TV too loud. That TV
Actually,
loud.
actually, it's not. Your ears are just great. Oh my goodness, gracious! I turned it down. I could barely hear it. So how do you hear it?
Don't y'all hear the TV, y'all? It's turned
What
down
am I
now.
watching?
Turned down now.
Mhm.
We could still hear some of it.
Mhm.
I've never bashed you. What she said? I've never bashed you. I disagree with you, but never bashed. No, I didn't say you bashed me because I never said that. I said you were there when they were bashing me. That's what I said. I said you were there with trying to start a super chat. Who's next? Thank you, Cece. Thank you, Cece. Y'all wanted Sonia to come on, and y'all can ask questions, but the question that start personally attacking her or calling her all kind of name, I am not going to accept those questions. I am not going to accept that mess. Next court date is August 11th. My visit with him was great. It was really uplifting. He was very positive. He gave me a scripture. He gave me some stuff that was very helpful to me, and it was very enlightening. But they'll pull the recording. I gave them something for them to pull from the court.
So we can do a reaction video.
What's the ground? Yeah, they're gonna pull a video. What's the ground rule in here? No bashing, Sonia. Don't call her out of her name. Don't be a mean person. And yeah, that's basically it. And don't be trying to come at me either. And don't be rude. Don't come at me either. I'm serious. Don't be talking about me being aggressive and all that kind of stuff. Don't do that. Because then you're gonna get blocked. My question, why doesn't he get attorneys like Steele or Westmoreland? That's a good question.
You need still more money.
Yeah, you do need.
They took everything that he had that he could have sold for money. They did all of that. They took him down to zero, and then they put him on a high bond that he can't get to. And then went to the judge and tried to make it seem like, because his bonds are not even supposed to be that high. He's not supposed to have an $800,000 bond on those 4 pictures with no priors. Those are supposed to be $5,000 to $20,000 bond each. You know what I'm saying? But they gave him $200,000 bond on each.
Look
again. Go ahead.
Don ask Coach, will the team win this court championship?
I don't know, because every time we go for a motion hearing, the judge never makes a decision, because we're still 8 months from the last court date that he still hasn't made a decision on the fourth amendment.
Gloria says, check out the Innocent program. They're nonprofit.
I already reached out to them. They're like, they need more donations because right now they're out of money. Because I used to work for Innocence Project in Ohio. So they're out of money right now, meaning, their resources. They need donations. And that's a good, thing to invest, donate to the Innocence Project, because it is a lot of people that's sitting in jail that does need their cases looked into. I was going to say reevaluated, but it's more so looked into and reheard, So.
Okay, Candy said no capital money saved in all of the cards or businesses. I guess not.
So they weren't the best when it came to money management, as we all heard and know, So no, nothing like that. Because remember, they just got evicted in that March from the Bent Creek for non-payment of rent. And that rent was only, I think, $4,000 or $6,000 a month was what that house was. And they had got evicted. And then he didn't have any money really in his bank account. And I didn't look at hers because I have copies of certain statements of hers, but I didn't, I don't have access to her account like I do his. So, that's why I say that whole situation with the landlord with the new property next door, he didn't have any money in the bank. That before that month, because that lease was signed in March. He didn't have any money in January, February, March, April, May, June. So how did he get the keys? You know what I'm saying? It was no money in his accounts. He's never transferred money to Erica ever. So she can't even say, I was working on his behalf of him, because where's the money transfer?
Okay, Sonia, let's stick not talking about his case, but let's stick with what your opinion on. But
everything I say is on a phone call. Remember that. So I'm not saying anything that's privy. Everything I've ever said was on a phone call, because that's how I get information, either through my research or through a phone call. But go ahead.
Piper says, I don't care what folks believe in this case. It should be against the right of the accused to be sitting so long without a trial. Piper, you have said a mouthful. I
Yeah.
agree 1000% with you on that one.
It's usually 6 months. It takes 6 months from beginning to end to hear and dispose of a case, from the arrest to the end. 6 months, unless you have 30, 40, 50 witnesses and 15 defendants, then it's a little bit longer. But if you got one defendant and you only got the women, which are the only witnesses, because they were all relationships, so nobody else can be a witness, because it was him and this chick that he was dating, him and this chick that he was dating, and him and this girl that he was trying to help her. I don't know what the specific of that one was. So you don't have, what I'm saying, people that could say, well, we got all these witnesses. No, you don't, because it was a him and a her, a him and a her, and a him and a her. So there is no witness list is where it's going to
Julie,
extend.
yes, it is in Fulton County. Yes, it's under Fonnie Willis. Yes.
Listen, they prolonged his case and held him in jail deliberately because they need a plea.
Yeah,
They need a plea. They need him to plea. And the only way he'll plea is if you hold him in jail so long, he'll get miserable and break down and accept whatever you throw at him. Because there is no proof of guilt. Everything they've ever said is not true. And then why go to court lying if he honestly did it?
All right. The Innocence Project can't assist anyone who has not been convicted. Okay.
That's true too.
It takes the minimum of 1 year and 4 months to go to travel here in Baltimore. Okay. I wonder if it's no crook 3C. I wonder what that means.
What did she say?
I don't know what that means.
Say it, I didn't hear you.
She says, no wonder it is so crooked.
Mm-hmm. She just responded.
Yeah.
It's corruption. That's all it is. It's corruption. But he's one of many that's going through it. He's got another guy that I talk to his mom all the time, and he's going through the same thing. He's been in jail for 3 years, like Nesto. And they offered him a plea, but he said, I'm innocent. And they got him with a racketeering and some other stuff, and completely innocent.
But you know what? That's why they're using crack racketeering, because they can add everything in there.
They can go all the way back. There's no statue. And it's like a stretch of everything. And then they scare you with the time that's attached to it, so that now it's, okay, you're looking at life, so take this plea. That's all it is. Because that's how they scare people into pleas. You can take this 1 year, or, because you're looking at 20, but I didn't do it. Yeah, but, just go ahead and take that plea.
No, I would go to court. I would go to trial. Take me to trial.
Nelson said, I'm going to trial. I'm not pleading to nothing, or I'm just going to die. That's what he said. He said, I'm not going to be labeled anything that has to do with that type of offense, and especially since I didn't do it. He said, I'm not talking to none of that. He said he's not. Well, he knows he's 1,000% innocent. So he just let's go to court. Let's go to trial. Let's go. And just like every time the police get on the stand and she lies, and then they conveniently never bring the other cop that she can always try to say, oh, well, that was the other cop. Well, okay, where he at? Because y'all knew we were coming here for this, but you don't have the other cop that brought a drug dog to go through his truck when there's no smell. He's not even in the truck. You know what I'm saying? That even the judge laughed at that. But again, he didn't do anything. He was like a drug dog for real. I'm like, yeah, really? A drug dog? And I didn't even know that till we went to court, that it was a drug dog.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? Wow, Roswell is foul. Roswell is foul. They got the reputation. They got the reputation. They're worse. That is one of the worst police departments. Is Roswell. Yeah. And you got trying to attach a celebrity to it. This is gonna make my career. You doing press conferences talking about people that's not even involved. The whole thing is just like the most retarded situation I've ever just heard of, seen with my own eyes. He's taking it like a champ. Cause I'd have been, man, he's taking it with like a champ. That's all I got to say. You know, he's got the temperament and the calm.
Okay, so since folks don't understand about Roswell, there's a thing inside of Roswell Police Department corruption. Okay, let me bring that up. Hold on a second.
All you gotta do is look at it. It's that's how I found out about it because I didn't know. I had to do my homework.
Hold on.
Nation and around the globe. We broke the stories of a driver arrested for speeding on the flip of a coin, a police dog attacking a young suspect, and a 13-year-old boy who was intentionally left in the cold.
Getting cold yet? Because I've got heat in this car.
To extract a confession, all in Roswell. Tonight, there's more body camera footage with intentionally muted microphones and hidden documents, all showing a police department that treats its officers far different than the citizens they're sworn to protect. A Roswell police officer pulls over a speeding car before discovering the driver is a buddy from the same department.
Hey, it's Ramona.
Hey, man.
Hey, sorry, man.
What are you doing?
I just hit it for a second.
Officer Danny Ramuno was stopped for speeding and reckless driving.
I just hit it for a second. I'm sorry.
You know what kind of position you put me in?
No, I'm sorry.
Because I can tell you've been drinking, man.
I only had a drink. I'm sorry.
You only had a drink?
That's it.
Put your feet together.
I'm not doing any till sobriety.
That's fair.
So, that's what it is.
Okay, that's perfectly fair. You know, you're right to do that.
Officer Johnny Burnett calls for a supervisor.
She's been drinking.
But when the lieutenant shows up,
Street on right.
It's okay. It's yours. Okay.
the officer cuts the mic on his body camera. Where's the sound?
It's gone.
Why would they do that?
Because they're going to let him go.
Stay in the car.
Sarah Webb knows what it's like to be pulled over by Roswell police for speeding and reckless driving.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please.
2 officers arrested her on the flip of a coin.
A head, R tail.
Okay. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Before any of these stories broke, we showed her the video of Officer Ramuno, also stopped for speeding and reckless driving, but unlike Webb, let go with a verbal warning.
Put me in a bad spot.
It's not your fault. I'm not mad at you.
They never raised their voice at him. They were very kind, gave him a break. Yet the second that I started talking to her, it was just hostility.
Take a look at the 2 stops side by side.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off the Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry. I'm late for work.
Hey, it's Ramona.
Hey, man.
Hey, sorry, man.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please.
You know as well as I do, with no tests and the only evidence is some bloodshot, watery eyes, but you're crying about your sister, it wouldn't look good in court anyways. So there's no way that this would be useful at all. It wouldn't help you. It wouldn't keep anybody safe on the road. I mean, you're already hungry. But you have got to talk to somebody, man.
Were you given any benefit of the doubt like that officer
Mm-hmm.
was?
No.
Did they ask you what was going on in your life?
No.
2 wrongs don't make a right. If we were wrong with Sarah Webb,
He
like I
resigned.
say that we are,
Yeah,
and we
he's
taken
gone.
Daniel
He's gone,
Ramuno
yeah.
to jail just
Yeah, he
because he was a
resigned.
Roswell police officer, that would have been wrong too.
Chief Rusty Grant has no problem with the way Roswell police handled the stop of one of their own,
I imagine you're doing a good job. Now I have the case number.
or the fact the case number was voided and replaced with a hard-to-find internal memo. Why no police report? Why no incident report?
Typically, if we write a warning or something similar to that, we don't write an incident report.
Do you always write a memo? Do you always have the
No, we
officer
don't.
write a memo?
No, we don't. And actually,
So why write a memo that isn't easy to find in public records
well, what we
and not write an incident report that is easy to find in public records?
it wasn't to try to keep the information from anybody, because to be
This was withheld from me until I specifically asked for it.
right. Well, the open records folks wasn't aware that existed, because they typically search a database, and that wasn't within the database.
And then was that in the intent of not having an incident report?
No, there was no attempt to cover this up or to hide this at all.
Why mute the body cameras then?
That's a good question.
You want this one falls
Can't even answer it.
He's stuttering. You hear him?
Yeah.
The body cameras were muted. We asked for all video, and the records department only gave us the body cam. And for a month more, we tried to get the dash cam, and it was refused. They didn't even respond to us. It turns out the dash cam caught some of the missing audio.
That's right. Officer Burnett's wireless mic was still recording on the dash camera. We had to threaten a lawsuit to get this video, and now you can hear what they were hiding.
Let's hear.
What do you want to do? He's already admitted he's been drinking. When he went to handle his girlfriend's wallet, he fell up against the car. And I told him, I was like, man, you put me in a bad spot. I agree.
Right before deciding to let Officer Ramuno go, they cut all the mics a second time, a feature the body camera vendor prohibits by default. Roswell police commanders had to actively choose to enable muting department-wide.
Officers are muting their dash cam, muting their body cam to talk about another officer and whether they're going to arrest him. There is only one reason to do that, and that's to avoid public scrutiny.
You know, we're doing it the way that we think we should do it. We're not trying to hide anything, but it's not a cover up.
He's not going to jail or anything. I'm parking the car.
Police park Officer Ramuno's car for him because, according to the internal memo, the two passengers were also intoxicated.
Just keep in mind. Yep, I have a camera on, so just don't say anything.
Not saying a word.
A Roswell police dog biting a passenger who had bailed out of a stolen car and then gave up.
Handler literally should have hooked that dog up right there. Right there is where he made his mistake. And everything went downhill from this point forward.
Oh my
This
God.
was the scene today. Police wouldn't give us the dash camera video until this year because technically the case was still open. But now we can look back 2 years through a window in time to what police say was the critical moment. First, the officer says, "Come here." Play.
Come here right now.
Fast forward. Then the officer says, "Get down on the ground." Play.
Get on the ground.
But the officer doesn't say, "Get down on the ground on your stomach with your hands out." So the teen instead decides to sit on this curb behind a bush. Then he puts his hands up. But police say putting his hands up and hands down behind the bush constituted furtive movements that triggered the dog to deploy not only on his own without a command from his handler, play, but also against the commands of his handler. Fast forward. What follows are 18 commands of off, yet the dog continues to attack.
Oh my God. Oh my God, the dog is still on his arm.
They should have skunk gun the dog.
Then right here, the leash breaks and the dog goes back and grabs his hand and holds him now for another 8 seconds. 2 attacks, no commands to apprehend, ignoring all commands to stop. The dog nearly biting his own handler in the end.
You don't normally see the dog come off of a bite of a suspect and then go after the handler.
He has received additional training, and I can't tell you it's because of that specific incident, but it was around that time.
Police Chief Rusty Grant's command staff cleared the officer and the dog, writing in their use of force review, no training issues observed. The canine responded as he should, and Canine Robbie did just as he had been trained by knowing when to apprehend a subject for unacceptable behavior.
If you can't control your dog, you're a liability. You are a liability magnet. You're going to get sued, you're going to hurt people, and your agency is going to write.
We knew they were going to get sued. That's why they put that writing in the memo or in the report.
Police pull over a golf cart in the middle of a January night.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
You're 13? Do you have ID on you or anything like that? What are you doing out here at 13 years old?
Oh, I think you totally stole it.
You can see ice clinging to the boy's arms. Weather records show it was 17 degrees, headed down to a low of 12.
Dang, it's cold.
Officers warm up inside their heated cruisers.
Oh, it's so cold.
It's cold out there.
It's chilly. Again, you're not under arrest. I'm just detaining you, okay?
And at first, Officer Cheryl Dickerson puts the boy in her heated patrol car.
I've got a 13-year-old detained right now.
I'm going to jail for nothing.
I didn't say you were going to jail. I said you were detained, okay? We're trying to figure out.
When you get handcuffed, you always going to.
That's not true.
He's not going to tell you the truth. He hasn't told you the truth since he met you.
Yeah. So I don't know, but he's 13 from what I can tell. I mean,
He's 24.
you think it's
Yeah, I think there's some issues there.
I'm gonna say, listen to me. I'm not asking you what you go by. I'm asking you what your name is. Well, I've about lost my patience.
I mean, he's lying to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Sergeant Elsie.
Sergeant Daniel Elsie is called to the scene. The sergeant immediately gets in the patrol car with the boy, turns off the heat, puts all the windows down, then sits in a cruiser with heat.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. It's
Yeah.
warm. So he can
They
sit
left them
there.
out there to freeze.
That's why I roll the windows down. Let him get a little chill.
Officers laugh in their warm patrol car
Wow.
while the 13-year-old boy is left to freeze.
Getting cold yet, Ann? You can take it. Cool. So can I, because I've got heat in this car.
He's freezing him out.
Yeah, I can see
Oh
your
my
breath.
God.
Pretty cold back there. Keep telling me.
Is it cold in the car? you're
Roswell.
asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freezing in there. Well, he's got all the windows rolled down and the heat off.
You're going to hang tight right here, since you can't remember Mom's phone number.
Oh my
And if I can make
God.
contact with Mom, then we'll get some heat going. All right?
Then Officer Dickerson cuts the mic on her body camera.
I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute this.
Sergeant Greg Freisen shows up and takes Sergeant Elsie for a walk. Records show he put a stop to the abuse.
Come on out. Your head.
Did we find out where Mom was?
Yep.
This video was viewed more than a dozen times by Sergeant Elsie's supervisor. In the latest annual review, the lieutenant wrote, Sergeant Elsie did make a poor decision regarding the safety of a suspect, a poor decision that was not in line with department values. But supervisors also wrote, Sergeant Elsie sets a very positive example and gave him higher scores than the year before, much higher than Sergeant Freisen, who was credited with confronting him. Sergeant Elsie wasn't punished. He was rewarded with Supervisor of the Year. That's Police Chief Rusty Grant last April, who also signed off on the annual reviews in May. No internal affairs investigation of the January incident was launched until July, days after we demanded copies of this video under the Open Records Act.
Chief Grant, when did you first learn about the intentional freezing of a 13-year-old boy?
Britton, I've told you that the investigations, that incident's being investigated, and I'll get back to you when the investigation is complete.
With respect, sir, there was no investigation for 7 months until we asked for the video. Is that correct?
I'm not. There was an investigation. Beyond that, I'm not going to comment on that.
The Supervisor of the Year is now on paid administrative leave, but his picture remains on the wall of police headquarters right under the chief's.
Can't you be honest with the people of Roswell and say when you learned? Was it before you handed Sergeant Elsie?
I'm not being dishonest or trying to avoid your questions. It's just, this is an active investigation, and that's.
Are you under investigation? If you're not under investigation,
No, I'm not under
when you learned of this, should be immaterial.
The incident's under investigation.
The day after we demanded internal memos from the police department, the chief personally asked the GBI to criminally investigate his own officers. Roswell City Attorney has used that criminal investigation to keep secret the memos that would prove what the police chief knew and when he knew it.
You handed Sergeant Elsie the Supervisor of the Year in April. Did you know before that? It's a simple yes or no question.
I wasn't aware of all of the circumstances surrounding the incident.
But you knew the incident.
I was aware of an incident, but with all the specifics of the incident, I was not aware of all of the specific information in the incident.
The police chief knew when this photo was taken of the incident that is now the subject of a criminal investigation by the Fulton County DA.
I feel violated.
We don't care.
We feel violated when folks lie to us.
3 officers have been fired. The police department's Supervisor of the Year was demoted. The deputy chief suddenly retired. And this morning, the chief of police resigned.
You're going to be arrested for trespassing for showing up to a police award ceremony?
They don't want you in there.
Well, the only people who aren't allowed in are the press.
No.
Did you check invitations?
No.
He's not present.
This
He's
is
not present.
outrageous. You know it's outrageous.
You don't have any right to go to a ceremony.
We don't have any right to go to a
No,
meeting where the
you don't.
public is
No.
present and city council members are present in
It's
City
a
Hall.
private invited meeting.
Do you realize the chutzpah of a public official saying we can't be in City Hall?
Your garbage reporting doesn't do anything about this.
Garbage reporting. Is there
Yes.
something we've gotten factually wrong?
I'm not saying there is or isn't.
You're
I don't
calling our
know.
reporting garbage reporting?
I have no problem
Fascinating.
with you myself being in there.
You just said called our reporting garbage reporting, counselor.
Yeah, if you're trying to say that you're entitled to be in there, then it is.
Mm-hmm. Roswell.
There's more, y'all. There's more.
Oh, it's a lot of videos. And then you go into Yelp and look at the reviews, and it's not just black people. One guy is black, but all the other bad reviews are white people.
Yeah, there was one where this is the other one right here. There was a one where 5 of them got arrested, the police officers, because they did wrong. They were planting stuff in people's
Cars. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I went to test drive a car, all 3 dealerships told me be careful because Roswell police is bad out here on a test drive.
Yeah, I was.
It's no secret. It's no secret. You know. So and then
Hold on a second. There's another one that I'm looking for the ones. Oh, there they go. Hold on. There was a whole bunch of them that was arrested. That's the one I'm looking for. Well, I was trying to find the one. There was a whole bunch of them because one lady planted some stuff in people's car.
really, you need to find that one because I wonder what police officer it was. Or was it Natalie?
No, it wasn't Natalie because she's still on there.
Oh, they got fired. The ones that did it.
Yeah, they got fired. I do have Ernest's police thing. You want that one? When they arrested him?
What do you have? His body cam?
No.
You talking about the TV news?
Yeah, hold on, y'all.
What
This
is it?
is
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. This is Nesto's case here.
$1 million fraud scheme and a lot of victims. This all happened through an alleged growth and coaching business, part of it run on social media. But police say there could be more victims. Atlanta News First reporter Yasmina Alston has the story tonight.
Sounds too good to be true. It most likely is.
$1 million scheme and more than a dozen victims. Roswell police say these two, 57-year-old Ernest Williams or Nesto and 46-year-old Erica King or Erica Hughley, allegedly promised an improved life for a cause.
Essentially position themselves as experts in the fields of business growth, development, coaching, things of that nature. They would then align themselves with their victims with the promise of being able to grow their life goals, their missions, their brands, their social media followings, even to help them to the kind of high-end vehicles they wanted to drive.
Police say none of that happened from the business run out of a home on Pine Grove Road, where rental fraud was originally reported.
To request more and more payment, promising that those services and goods would be later provided, but never making good on those promises.
Now, as police look for more victims, they're also warning you not to fall victim. According to the Georgia Consumer Protection Division, scams are rampant. They say red flags include pressure to act immediately, use of scare tactics, and get-rich-quick promises.
And if you have any information about this case or believe that you were a victim, you are asked to contact Roswell Police or Crime Stoppers in Roswell. Yes.
Oh yeah, I could call her too, y'all. I got her number. I got those connections. I should ask her.
Right. So where are those victims for that $1 million schemes? Where are they? Where are the victims?
They never brought them up.
And where are the charges?
They don't. That's not in the charges. $1 million scheme. No, that's not in the charges.
Over $1 million. Where is it at? It was never in his bank account. Like I said, his bank account was very weak. And I looked at 3 years of his bank account.
It's not even part
It's
of the
not in the charges. She only got charged for going to court and faking being a lawyer. So where's her charges? To this, like I said, they wanted to find somebody that had real evidence of dirt on him because they had no real proof of any guilt of him breaking any law. So they ran that little fake story and hope somebody would call and say, oh yeah, because that's why they put that $1 million on it, because people react to $1 million. Let's listen to that, you know. So they threw that high number up there in hopes of somebody thinking, well, let's see if they are real criminals, you know, because they didn't have anything.
Feel
They
better.
didn't have anything.
Feel better, Cece. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. I'm looking for the. That thing is loud. I can still hear the TV.
Can you hold on, girl? Me find my remote. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better, girl?
Mm-hmm.
This place make these great empanadas. You know, empanadas just be dry, be like meat and crust. This one, they be putting all kind of stuff in their empanadas. It's so good.
All right, here's another one, y'all. Hold on. You thought California
press
was like,
conference.
oh. No, this is what. Hold on. This is another one here.
Facing some serious criminal charges this morning. Sergeant Chad Harris works for the Roswell Police Department, is accused of battery and cruelty to children. Made his first court appearance in Cherokee County, and as Fox 5's George Franco reports, despite the charges, the judge did not take away his access to firearms.
What?
Mm-hmm. Some judges.
In open court, Roswell Police Sergeant Chad Harris opted not to have Magistrate William Carlin read specific charges against him. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office tells us Harris is facing misdemeanors, simple battery, and 2 counts of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree.
As he was arrested approximately 1:51 a.m. on Thursday.
Sergeant Mary Ann Kelly says Cherokee County Sheriff deputies responded to Sergeant Harris's home in a rural part of Woodstock early Thanksgiving morning on a domestic violence call. She says family members were involved in the battery charges and that 2 counts of child abuse in the 3rd degree involved children seeing what happened.
In the 3rd degree charges, it's witnessing it.
Versus somebody striking.
Oh.
Correct.
That will be $4,500 total.
He was beating his wife in front of the children.
$100 bond came with conditions. Sergeant Harris stay away from his home and not contact by phone, text, social media, or in person family members involved. The prosecution asked Judge Carlin to restrict Sergeant Harris from possessing weapons, which he denied, taking note of Harris's job as a policeman.
I'm not willing to enter that at this time, one, given his profession, and two, that there were no weapons used in this crime, alleged crime that happened here.
A couple of Harris's family members at court left without making any comments about the troubles facing this law enforcement.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They did not take his weapon away. Lord have mercy. That's what happened in the county in New Brunswick, and then the guy turned around and ended up looking for the wife and end up murdering
Killing her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they refused to take his gun away. Yep.
But they usually have a second weapon at the house anyway. Cops have their, their patrol weapon, and they usually have something else at the house. They never just have one gun. Ooh, that's a scary movie. I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, that is a scary one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that is some of the stuff with Roswell police. There's quite a few cases on them. I was looking for the one. It seemed like they must have took it down. There was one case where it was 5 officers. It was in here, and I don't know why they removed it. There was 5 officers. They were planting drugs on people's car. There was literally, and you could see them planting the drugs in the car. I can't find it.
What about the case I sent you? I sent you that case from Roswell with the youth pastor, and he had 100 and something.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Gave
yeah.
him,
And they gave him bond.
you said a bond of $20,000 bond. They gave him a weak bond, but they gave Nesto 800,000.
Yeah, and he had over.
And this
100.
man had over 100 images, and Nesto had 4. And this is a youth pastor who purposely worked with children. So it's no telling what else he, was doing.
But he was a different.
And this was Roswell.
Yeah, he was a different nationality too.
Hmm.
He was a different
Oh,
nationality.
he was white.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was white. But they knew, like I said, when they are absolute guilt, they don't have a problem letting them out on bond. It's the ones that are innocent that they have to put on bond, because that's the only way I'm gonna get you to plea. You're not gonna plea if you out on bond. You're gonna wait for trial because you're free. Let me tell her. Think about it. If I'm out on bond, I'm gonna wait for trial. Because I'm out here free. We'll go to trial. But when if you got me in jail, I'm more likely to take a plea when they're because I'm in jail. I'm trying to get out. That's why they let her out, because they hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
They haven't been to the house. I just talked to the dude that lived there.
They haven't been there?
Oh Lord, let me mute her. I'm gonna mute her. She's talking personal stuff now. My throat is itching. I remember several years ago, I thought it was Cobb County. That it was Cobb County, so it was saying people had weed, locked them up. That was Cobb County saying that one. But there was, in Roswell, they were actually planting this stuff in people's car. They was putting stuff in people's car. I was trying to find those cases. Hold on.
I was looking for the baby. That's why I got my daughter looking for the baby, because I can't. The number I have for the mother is they haven't been answering in 3 weeks. So I was looking. She went by the house. She said they got there. So I told her to go look in that parking lot they be in. Right. Where is she at? And then she messaged her on Instagram, and I sent her a message on Cash App, looking for her. Because I told her to go get that baby. So ain't no telling. Go get the baby.
Well, anyway. Did you have anything else to say tonight before I end this live?
Free Nesto, free Tory, free Diddy.
Oh my
Did
God!
you see that video that said he did about what's her name, sister, saying some things?
Stop Stop giving people name on my chat. The lady already said stop calling people name on my chat.
Fatty is a YouTuber.
I know, but you keep putting people name on my chat. Stop putting people name on my chat. I mean, stick to the topic.
Oh, he was saying that what's his name? Young Thug's sister made a video. He was talking about that.
Could you please stick with the topic?
Oh, changing the subject. My bad. I don't have nothing else to say. All I can say is we go to court. Let's see what shenanigans they come up with then. You know, what's the crap now? They want to know. They wanted to know about the truck. Now they're trying to back and say, oh, it was illegally purchased, or it was purchased without her knowledge. Well, all that's a lie. You know, so, and it's irrelevant because if it wasn't known at the time of the arrest, you know, they should have never touched the vehicle. And she was making payments and everything, you know, at the time of the arrest. So what transpired the day of, you know, had nothing to do with you have legal standings to touch the truck. You didn't have no legal standings to touch the truck. Period. You know, and now y'all want to try to find some type of, well, you know, she's saying that she didn't know. Well, you know what? She got a bad memory because her emails say otherwise. Emails say she knew. You know, so maybe she don't remember because it was I thought it was 2019 or something like that. No, hold on. It was 2021. It was 2021 when he purchased the vehicle. Yep. Yep. But they can try it. But like I said, you know, she sent him all the documents through email, and you don't send your paycheck stubs and your bank statements unless somebody about to purchase something. Then he had to drive home that night with the truck. So he parked the truck in the driveway. You know, she's going to say, where'd that come from? Oh, yeah, I just gave you my information. You know what I'm saying? 1 and 1. And then here's an insurance card. And it says you're the owner. And then your vehicle's on that insurance card as well as the white truck. So how can you sit there and say, oh, I didn't know? You knew. He had to drive the vehicle home when he got it. You know what I'm saying? It's in the driveway. You know? So what a wife gonna say? I just gave you my bank statements. I just gave you my thing, and he just pulled up in a white truck. You know. And she knows his credit. She knows his, you know what I'm saying? She knows his financial status. So she knows what he's able to buy and what she's able to buy. So he pulls up with a truck right after you gave him your bank statements and your proof of income, and then insurance is, you know what I'm saying, your vehicle and his vehicle's on that one insurance policy. What how can you sit there and say I didn't know? And then you're the only one paying the note on it. She was the only one that paid the note on that truck. He never paid it. So how did you sit there and say I didn't know? You know, but that's what they're trying to argue. She didn't know.
Yep.
That's a lie too. Let's stop going to court lying. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to honestly say he honestly did these things, then you should go to court and be honest and stop lying and making up stuff. Because with all of that, you can't even tell me she didn't know. Because why did she send him all of that stuff? Why did he pull up that night with a truck? And you know, and it says it on the card. Owner, Shirley Strawberry. Owner, Shirley Strawberry. Under both vehicles. The G-Wagon and the dually. So I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. But you know what? I did the research and I sent in, you know, everything that needed to be sent in. Let's see what happens.
It is what it is.
Like that even shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. That still didn't get him no rights to violate his Fourth Amendment. You know? That's between the husband and the wife. If he did that, and she's, you know what I'm saying? But how they looking at all of the emails and how they moved, he did all of that for the house, you know? So that wasn't out of the ordinary. Whenever she got a new vehicle or whatever, it was always him that did that. You know, when she was going through her bankruptcy, everything was sent to him from the lawyers and to her. Everything that she was doing. That's why I said when I looked at that, I got a better idea of their marriage. That I'm like, no, it was a real marriage because everything that she's going through and all of that stuff, he was getting notified on the email as well as her. She was sending things to him. You know, he was more so responsible for everything. She just shopped and went to work. And whenever it was time to get a
Ma'am,
place,
you're
he
giving
did
too much.
everything.
You're giving too much information, ma'am. You know that, right?
Long as it's listen, let me explain this to you. If it's not lawyer client information, then I could talk about it. Because I'm not in that loop. Do you understand?
Yeah, but you're sitting
I'm not
there
in that loop.
But you're sitting there giving information.
And sometimes when you say, let me say this too. If you're innocent, it's not hurting you. It's only going to hurt if you're guilty.
Yeah, but still.
And I'm 35 years in law. No, because when we go to court and they lie and they're exposed and it's known that this is what it is, now go to court and lie. Now go to court and lie. Now I want you to go to court and lie. Because this is what's known. All of this is this, that, and the other. Now you go to court and lie. But when you hold your tongue and nobody knows nothing and it's a one-sided story, then they can go to court and say whatever they want to say because nobody knows nothing.
Listen, but here's the thing. It's not your case. It's his case. And you sitting there running, saying all this stuff that could hinder his case. So you giving the state ammunition.
How could that hinder his case?
Because you're giving them
How
ammunition.
could that hurt his case?
Because you're giving them ammunition. You're giving them ammunition.
Okay, listen. That's because you listen to all these people and that's being messy. So you just gonna get. I can't get him in trouble.
No, I'm not saying you get him in trouble. But you
I don't know anything about what him and his attorneys are doing. I don't know what his defense is. Okay, I don't know what their angle is. Right, because I don't talk to his attorneys like that. They don't respond to me. I give them stuff and they do not respond to me, and that's fine because they shouldn't. Because I can get subpoenaed and they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I know get exposed, and that's fine. So whatever they do and how they move and I don't know till I go to court. So anything that I talk about is something that's on a phone call because I get it from him, or something that I went out and investigated and got from his information. So it's on phone calls. I hear what you're saying, but everything that I talk about is on a phone call. So aren't all my phone calls being played? Aren't all my phone calls being played? Right? If all my phone calls are being played and the prosecutor is on all my phone calls, right? Then what's the difference from what I'm saying right here when it's on my phone calls and the prosecutor can hear my phone calls? Yeah. Is there a difference?
Yeah, because you might have something that they could use against him.
What can they use against him?
I mean, they may not be thinking about that particular thing, and then you bring it to their attention by talking about it.
This is what they're saying. When they went to court the last time, the prosecutor brought up the truck was illegally purchased. The judge said, let's reset. I want to know more about that. They said that the wife never knew and she's willing to testify. She had no idea that truck was in her name. That's what they said. Right? That's the new claim because they're trying to make the Fourth Amendment go away. Right? So when they went and did that, I went back through his emails and I went back and researched everything around that time of that purchase. And let me see what I see. And that's when I looked up and found all of that other stuff. Not to mention common sense. He drove it home that night. And then she was the only one making the payments. She sent him her information. You know, so to say she didn't know, that's the argument. And she knew. So my thing is, I'll put it out there because I want them to go to court and lie like they always do. Now, how are you going to lie about that? It's old emails. It's all on the emails. So you can't sit back. He could sit back and be silent. But if he's innocent,
But if he,
just
but
like
if
how
you,
Tory was and nobody spoke up. If he's innocent, let me explain this to you, how the system works. Unless he go to trial, it's not going to come out. Because that's the only time he'll have privilege to go and sit on the stand and testify, right? That's the only time. Outside of that, he has to sit in court and listen to them lie, twist stories, say this about him, say this about him, right? Right? He got to shut up and just listen, because he don't get to say anything no more. You only get to talk when you sit in with the police, which they never gave him a chance. They never interviewed him. They never gave him opportunity to talk every time they found a new charge or arrested him. They never gave him opportunity to explain his side of the story. They just charged him. They never gave him a chance to talk or even say, I want a lawyer and I don't want to say anything to you. Why did they do that? Right? Because they didn't want to hear. They just want to charge him, because they knew unless he go to court and get on the stand, we don't hear anything from him.
But do you know that most cases now is being tried based on information that's being brought over from social media? Do you know that?
That's fine.
But I'm saying, but that's not good
fine.
for him. But that's not good for him if you're sitting there bringing out stuff, researching, bringing out stuff that they could be using later on to help him out.
Everything. No. I already talked to him about it. So it's on the calls. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but
here?
I'm saying you're not
They
understanding.
have the calls. I'm not saying anything different that's not on the phone calls. That's what I'm saying to you.
But I'm
Everything
saying
that I say here is on the phone calls.
Why put it on the phone calls?
Because I'm talking to him about it.
But why? Why talk to him on the phone calls about it? Why don't you just talk to the attorney and keep it quiet? Because that jeopardizes.
Why keep it quiet when it's why? How can that jeopardize? If somebody said Sylvia Tuesday, you was at the bowling alley and you shot a dude in the face, but I saw you at Ruby Tuesdays. So do I not say nothing because you was at Ruby Tuesdays?
You wait till the.
Do I not say nothing?
Yes, don't say anything until prosecution.
Okay, so let me explain this to you. You're trained to think that way because the government and society has y'all thinking a certain way. Yes, y'all are trained to think that way. I worked in criminal law.
Right hand. I mean, still they tell you.
Listen, they already know. Here's the thing. This is what you're not getting. They had his phone, which had his. They had his phone, which has his email, right? They have all the text messages, right? They knew when they charged him that what they're charging him with was a lie. They knew because they had the text message. They have all the conversations between him and those girls. So they know the whole relationship situation because they sat there and they read it. It's all on the text messages, right? No, wait. But they still charged him, seeing he was innocent. They still charged him. They know that this man, all of that stuff is a lie. They know it's a lie. But they know unless he go to court and sit on the stand, they can keep with the shenanigans. They can keep with the shenanigans.
You're helping them to keep them in the
That's one more year in jail. That's 2 more months in jail. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what I know from doing 10 years in criminal law and working with the system and in the system and how the system works. Unless you're guilty, it's not going to hurt you to talk. Because the only time when you don't want to say nothing is when you're guilty. So we can.
It does hurt you.
No, it does not. It does not. How does it? How does it ever help?
You're giving them your strategy. Because never mind. You don't understand what I'm saying. You're giving them your strategy.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No. I get what you're saying. But here's the thing: they don't need a strategy when it's just the truth. Truth of the matter. Now they got to go right. Just like they're trying this. They come with this angle with the truck. Because they're trying to figure out how can we make that Fourth Amendment go away. Oh, we'll say the truck was illegally purchased, right? Damn. Okay. And that's fine. When we show up for court, they already know it wasn't illegally purchased. And you're trying to say, oh, keep it hush. So when they show up, they don't know we got proof that it was illegally purchased.
Exactly.
That's fine. Let them come, but still they're gonna go in there and lie like that. Now they can't go to court and lie. Now let's go to court and let's see what you say. You can't lie now. You can't say anything. You can try to put it on the stand, but the paperwork gonna prove otherwise. Try putting her on stand so she can lie. Try putting her on stand. Now is she gonna go on the stand now that it's known that she knows? Is she gonna go now on stand?
You never know what they could come up with because you're already giving them what to go and do something.
Now they gotta try. Now they gotta try. Yeah, now they got to try something different. That's what they got to do now.
But
They
you're
can't
giving them
use
a
that
chance
angle.
to
They now they
try
got to figure out something else. That's fine. Let them go ahead and figure out something else. Ain't nothing else to go with. You see what they came up with, and it's been since December. So this is what they came up with. It was illegally purchased. You know? Okay. It wasn't. Now what? Now what you got? We'll see. We'll see in court. I get what you're saying though, but I'm tired of them wasting time. He's been in jail 3 years on lies, and every time you go to court, it's lies. It's lies. Police lie. They don't bring in the person that made the report, that made the dog call, that interviewed our victim. You know what I'm saying? Well, how does that even make sense? You didn't bring the cop in that interviewed her. So what are we talking about here?
because it was just for
There's no proof. She didn't.
but they're not going to bring everything
Preliminary
out.
hearing. That was the hearing to say if we're gonna go forward with the charges or we're gonna dismiss them. Why
And
not
they
bring the guy who interviewed her?
because they don't
Because
have
they
to
didn't
use
bring her to
everything.
court. They lied and said she
They
was.
don't have to bring everything out. They're going to bring it out during the trial. What they're doing is doing for the judge to move forward with going to trial. That's why they do it. They're not going to give all their ammunition of what they're going to bring out. They're not going to do that.
Ain't no ammunition. Let's say that. They could try. They can try, but it don't take 3 years. If you look at what's going on, it don't take 3 years. If everything was so solid and everything that they said
And
was
I
an actual
understand it's
fact,
not
he'd have been.
solid. I
Yeah,
understand.
he would have been in court. He'd have been in the first 2 months after the arrest because it would have been a slam dunk case. But because there is no evidence in anything, let's take 3 years and let's try to get a plea. Because a plea to them is a win. They look at that as a win. As long as somebody get a conviction of some sort. I get what you're saying.
But I'm saying you
Don't show your hand.
in your hand, right? So now they'll know what you're dealing with. Even if they're gonna lie, they're gonna find something else. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna find something else. They're not gonna give you all their strategies at all. They're gonna hold things back, and once they're ready, they'll bring it out. But now, if you go and tell them, "Oh, you go research, you find this, that, and that," and they know, "Hey, we're gonna counter this because."
Well, they have to disclose. Listen, one thing about the prosecutor's side, they have to disclose everything to the defense. That's
But
just
they
what it
could
is. They
wait
have
till
to.
last minute. They could wait till last minute.
Remember, they wasn't right, and they're not supposed to. Right, like YSL, they're not supposed to. It's the minute they find out anything they're supposed to disclose it. The moment they find out anything, they're supposed to disclose it. That's just how it is.
The judge could give them.
That's how it goes. Yeah, they're supposed to disclose it.
You're not even letting me talk. You're not even letting me talk. I said, but they can. The judge
Go
can say,
ahead.
hey, as long as they give it within a few, could be 2 days before trial start. They still allow them to give it before, as long as it's before trial start. So instead of them giving it months ahead of time, so defense could be prepared to do it, they could just give it 24 hours before trial start.
Yep, but it's supposed to be the moment they find out, not before trial.
Well, they could
if they
say
find out on
they
Tuesday, they can't give it to them on Friday. They can say it, but the evidence, they can say it, but in most cases, it's going to show when they got it. It's going to show. You know, it's very hard to hide when they receive certain things. Because you're going to look at the source when they, you know what I'm saying, how they obtain it and what they're talking about. In most cases, with his case, of course, especially one thing about his case, all his stuff was on this day. He said she sent him some money and he didn't come back with a truck. And on this day, he gave her some money and he didn't come back with the whatever. And on this day, he used her credit cards and bought bubble gum instead of doors. And on this day, you know what I'm saying, he was supposed to attack this girl. And on this day, he's supposed to attack. That's his case, flat out, right? That's just what his case is. It ain't no other stuff and
You don't know what they have. They're not going to show you their hand until the time to go to trial.
I understand.
But you're giving them all the
I understand what you're saying. No.
Yeah, you are.
Everything. No, I'm not, because everything ain't. Listen, you think I said everything? I ain't said half. Let's say that. Okay. You think I've said everything? I haven't said but half of what it is. It's a lot. It's a lot that I don't say. Let's say that, okay? It's a lot I don't say. It's a lot I do say, but it's a lot I don't say. So say that. Don't think I'm just because I'm saying all of this that this is everything. This is all I know.
But
No,
it's a
it's
lot.
not.
But it's a lot because now they
It's
can
a
go.
lot. Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's fine, but it ain't everything. That's fine. That's fine. But it's just tiring for somebody. He don't want to talk. He could talk, but he don't want to talk. He did a lot of talking in the beginning, though. The first 6 months after his arrest, he did a lot of talking. That's
How many times his own attorney and his investigator told you not to say too much? They told you not to
Oh,
talk.
they told me a
They're
lot.
not.
They told me
Okay.
not to.
So then
Hell yeah,
why
they
are you
told me.
still talking about it?
I just told you why. I just told you why. The reason behind the madness. No, it's just a game they playing. That's all. It's just they come up to court and they go to court and they lie. Why lie? Quit lying in court. Come to court and tell the truth. If he did it like you said he did it, then you should always come to court with the truth. It's like he went to court and told them that I sent him all these emails, right? I sent him one email, but he lied and told them I sent him plenty of emails. Why did you lie and say that? And all I said in the email was, let's go to court and be truthful. That's all I said. But you got mad at that. You got mad at because I said because Roswell keeps coming to court lying. I didn't say he was. I said Roswell was, and Roswell was lying. Every time she come to court, she lies. Every time she get on that stand, she lies. Right? And he got mad at that. Why would you get mad at that? Because you know she was lying. I just said the police need to be truthful. You said he did it. Let's be truthful. They could be mad all they want, but it's freedom of speech. I'm not hurting his case unless he did it.
Okay,
You can say that. You can say that.
Let me give you an example of why I felt that you shouldn't have said anything. You were on the calls and you talked about getting the power of attorney and all this kind of stuff. Had you not talked about that on the call, they would have never even subpoenaed you. But because you talked about it on the call, they were able to subpoena you.
And that's fine because there was nothing illegal about the power of attorney to get his bank statements.
I'm just giving you an example.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but there was no other way to talk about it.
Let me finish. Hold on. But then when they subpoenaed you to get information of what you could have known. You get what I'm saying? Had you not said anything on the yes, they did. They subpoenaed you, so they
no. Let me
wanted
explain
to know
that.
what
And I
your
told you
plan
about
was.
that because I recorded the meeting that I had with him. When me,
Yeah,
him, and
but
the lawyer had. No. I specifically asked him because it was such a wide range of what you could be talking about. And I don't want to get this wrong. So tell me specifically what you want. He gave me a list of 6 items of what he wanted. And I gave him everything I had at that moment. So on that was dead because everything. And I said, is there anything else? No, that's it. And so I gave him all the background checks that I had on all the family members and stuff that I did on the co-defendant. I gave him, power of attorney. I gave him the bank statements, which I knew he should have already had, but I gave them to him. And then I gave him my notes on the fact that he didn't even know the girl at the time. The RV wasn't in town. And a lot of the stuff I talk about is in my notes, and he got that too. So he knows what I know. Why y'all think it's a secret? Because all of this that I say is me and Nesto already talked about. So it's already known on the calls. Y'all don't get all the calls. She pick and choose what she want to pull out there, like I said. And he knows. So now when all of this transpired, this other stuff with the truck, then I went back and went through the emails again. And that's when I saw everything about the truck, because it was just what I needed to know at that moment, what was out there at that moment that was going on in his case. So I didn't know anything about the purchase of the truck and all. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't looking for that stuff.
But
it was on his email.
But you went back.
And yes, this was after the subpoena was done and released. I went back 2 months later, or 3 months later, however long it was. And then I went through every email he had. And that's when I found the emails from April, which was the lawyer that Erica was posing to be, sending out, you know, letters telling him to pay her, you know, to represent him. And I saw some other stuff. And then I saw everything, you know, I just went through every email then. Because before I didn't, I just put in a thing and just looked for, you know, something around that. What else did they say he did? You know, and I just looked for everything around that date. Where were you at? Where, you know what I'm saying? Were you in town? Could you, you know, da 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 da. And that was that.
Did you know that when the private investigator goes through those things, he don't put it out and say what he's doing? So, but what you did is you went and told them from the phone calls, basically, what you're doing, and it helped them with their case, where they don't even have to go do the research because you're giving them ammunition.
Yep, and it's proof of innocence. It ain't proof of guilt. So what are we mad about? If it was proof of guilt, that'd be one thing. But it's proof of the fact that $1 million y'all talking about, impossible. All of this stuff y'all saying he did, impossible, because it's not in his bank statements. His bank statements say he was broke. That's what his bank statements show. So what? You want them bank statements? There you go. And I said that to him when he asked for it. I said, well, everything I got proves he's innocent. But if that's what you want, I'll send it to you. That's what I said to him. Everything that I have says he's innocent. Like I said today, everything that I've ever saw, I've never seen not one shred of evidence that prove he's guilty. So I don't have a problem showing that he's innocent. I don't have a problem saying that. I don't have a problem showing that.
Like I said, with my case,
they know he's innocent.
But listen, let me just give you an example. Like with my case right now, I already know that my thing is going to be just watched because I already have my evidence and stuff like that. I'm not going to get on no phone calls and tell what my evidence is.
But you're free. But you're free.
But it's the same thing.
No, it's not. You know what the difference is? Well, you're going to trial, right? And
yeah,
if it takes
I'm not gonna let the prosecution knows what I have, what I know, because I'm not gonna give them that. You know, I want them to go to court, say what they're gonna say, and then bam, I bring out my evidence. That's the way I want it done. You know, I'm not gonna make it easy for them and be like, okay, since
I get you. I get your situation. Hold on. Hala. I get what you're saying, boo.
I'm just not.
But you're free. So if it take you 5 years to get to trial, so what? You know what I'm saying? You're free. It's different when you're sitting in jail and you're trying to get out. And everybody, they keep, you know, saying all of the, and they're doing this on purpose. And he's sitting there. He should have been done in 2023 with everything. And even Judge Adams said that y'all need to charge him now, and they didn't. And then they're play with this CP thing. Now you dismiss it. Now you reset it because you knew, you know, the time on it. Then you bring it back up, and now you're trying to take it away. But you can't trust it because they're using that little thing as some type of leverage to just, you know, keep them in there because that helps better the plea, you know, because he's in jail. That's the difference. You're free. So you have a different, you know, scenario. You know, you can wait however long and then go to trial and have your conversation. And then what are you even looking at with trespassing? You know, you're only looking at probation, if anything, if they try to flip it and he lied, he say this, you know, get me? So what is your worst case scenario?
Well, they offered me 1 day. They offered me 1 day plea deal.
Okay, so what's yours compared to his? If he was free, If he was free, then it'd be something different because yeah, he could just sit outside and move like he need to move. And when it's time to go to court, you go to court. But when you're sitting in jail, innocent, and it's been 3 years and they playing games, it ain't been 3 months. It's been 3 years. I done seen people kill, go to court, get sentenced 4, 5, 6 times, and he's still sitting in jail. And I done seen a dude kill his girlfriend. They let him go out. Then they reinvestigated. Then they arrested him. He went to trial, been sentenced, and this dude is already in a prison sitting. And that only took 4 months. 4 months from the arrest, from the murder to the time he got to the prison. 4 months. You know, and he was lying and saying, you know what I'm saying, wasn't no cut, case, but he did get convicted of it. But when you see stuff like that happen, and then he's sitting on this little stuff that he's on, it's just crazy. So it's a lot that's not out there, but it's enough to say, y'all need to just let this go, or let's go to trial and get it over with. Just go to trial. Because he said he ain't going, he's not admitting to something he did not do. So what does that say? I'm not taking a plea. And he said that when he first went to jail. I'm not admitting to something I did not do. I'm not admitting to. Y'all not gonna have that on my record. And they think because you got a prior that makes you an easy mark to mess with. Because they keep bringing it up. And why you keep bringing up the past? Let's talk about why we're here today. Well, his record again. Why are you talking about the past? Let's talk about why we're here today. And they just use that as a, don't worry about what we got today. Look at him. This is his pattern. You know what I'm saying? On the past, everybody changes. No one, in most cases are the same person they was 30 years ago. Some of us are, but most of us aren't. You grow up and you know what I'm saying? You move on. I'm not that person anymore. So it's a big difference from being free and, and being sitting in jail. And look at Diddy. He got arrested in September, and he's about to be done. And they had 30 witnesses and and when they arrested him, we're still under investigation. We got this, Rico's a racketeer, we got all of you know what I'm saying? And he done been to court, and now he, on his way to being sentenced. His case ain't even half as complex as Diddy's was. At all. Look at his charges. This girlfriend gave him some money, but he lied. So, that's a charge, And then this girl sent somebody some money, and we don't know what happened to it, but we're going to charge him anyway. And then this girl wrote a check, and it wasn't his check, but we're going to say he made her do it, and then we're going to charge him with it. That's his case. That's all it is. That's just clown. And if that's the truth, then we could have been to court and been done. If that's the truth. And then y'all keep they're all scared of him. How? He's not violent. He don't have a violent history. His wife never said she was ever scared of him. She was with him for 10 years. Nobody's ever said this man was some type of monster. Ever. So how are they scared of him? The girl texts him 2 weeks later looking for him, talking about, are you okay? That's not scared. That's not scared. But that's what they use. Like they did with Cassie. Oh, she was scared of him. How was she scared when she was threatening everybody? Damsel in distress. That's not true. And he got to sit there tight-lipped while Cassie in court lying. That's crazy. That's crazy. But y'all go with, this is what we do. And that's fine. That's fine. But, they know some, but not all.
But
that's fine.
And you referred to Diddy's case. You also noticed that Diddy's people did not talk.
Yeah, they didn't talk. No, because they go with the program. Again, you're trained to do that. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what the system wants. The system was set up for you, not for the defense. It was set up by the state for the state.
Yeah, but you're giving the state ammunition.
I'm not giving the state ammunition. They came with that, and I cleared it up. That's it.
No, you just gave them another avenue to not go that way, but go another way. They still
try to go. They can try to go another way, and then if he's what they're trying to do is get the fourth thrown out, and they're trying to come up with any and every way they could try to throw that fourth out when she was clearly wrong. for touching that truck. She was clear. He was clearly wrong bringing the drug dog in, and she was clearly wrong for touching that truck. But she wanted to get in there and make a case. She wanted to make a case, and then she took everything in there and turned everything into a crime. Everything. And they know it's all bogus. That's why they just going to try to hold him in jail, let him sit in there, and make him get a plea out, because it's bogus. It's bogus.
But he's
'Cause you
still.
can turn.
But here's the deal: he's still serving time, whether or not he gets out now, because he's been in there
Well,
for
yeah, he
3
got time.
years.
He's been in there 3 years, which is 9 years. 9 years time. Yeah, 9 years time. Yep. That's why they put the RICO on there, because the RICO carries the most weight. All that little stuff that they claiming he did is not 9 years in jail. So that's why they threw the RICO to try to stretch and find any and everything they could try to get on them and go across the line and do all, kind of like crazy stuff with the case. But they argue, and the judge didn't even rule on that the RICO didn't even stand. And he didn't even rule on that yet. He didn't rule on anything. On every argument that they had, and it's been over 8 months. That's crazy. But, it is what it is. Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I totally disagree, but
I know, but
it is.
I've worked in the criminal justice system for 10 years in
And I
law
don't have
firm.
to work in the criminal system and have common sense and not to give them ammunition of what you have in your hand. You don't let the other one know what your hand has. So,
But he can't testify, can he?
No, but if he's talking to you and you're the closest person to him, that means you have some information, and you should, it's like you being him. Because you're running your mouth about what y'all have, and that's not going to help them, because you're giving the state some ammunition.
Okay.
That's what I'm just saying. It's like, okay.
So what I'll say this to you: if you think that, and for some reason, and I don't understand this, because if Tory Lanez, if he went on the stand and spoke, I don't think he would have got found guilty. For some reason, he had some clown. I don't know if Rock Nation was behind his attorneys, or what. Why, after sitting through all of that, they said that he was not going to testify, in which he should have. He didn't have a record. He was completely innocent, and they should have put him on the stand, to clear his name, because both girls got on the stand and lied, and so he should have got up there and told the truth. And then they suppressed a lot of stuff that didn't even make it to court, to even support anything. You get me? It didn't go right at all. And he kept and then they put a gag order on him about his own case, Rock Nation. And what happened? He got 10 years, right? What'd he do? He kept his mouth shut, right? Worked out for him, didn't it?
Well, it could have still worked out the same way.
But did it work out for him? But
I'm saying, if he talked, he could have got same 10 years.
What would have got? He was innocent. What would he have got? He was innocent.
Well,
he
they didn't
do it.
believe him. They didn't believe him.
He never talked. They put a gag order on him. So when he was free, he couldn't do it. But like I said, most attorneys are bad attorneys. Shirley gave that attorney $30-something thousand, and he was the worst attorney in the world. The worst. $30,000 in his pocket. He was the worst. He'd have been better off going in there himself, representing himself. That's how bad the dude was. But he had the ability to fight it, because he wasn't a bad attorney. He just chose not to work after he took that man or that girl's money. He could have did better, because he went in court and whooped their ass on the first hearing. He did real good, but he got in his feelings, and then he pulled back after he got that money and started effing up the case big time. So just because, you know what I'm saying, you give somebody money and you got an attorney, don't mean that attorney is going to work. Just like you can have a doctor, but you can still die on that table. But that's a doctor. He went to this and that and the other. Yeah, and you still die on that table.
Well, he ain't got
So don't think just because he had those attorneys and he could have gave them $100,000. That don't mean they were good attorneys, or that they weren't tampered with. You get me? Because they should have no way told that man not to get on the stand after everything that was said in court.
Maybe
He should have got on there. He should have
was
got up
not
and
as
spoke.
strong. Maybe he was not a strong person to get on the stand. Maybe the prosecutor.
How are you? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
Might
minute.
have thrown him up. Maybe he may not have. He might have been.
It's just the truth. It's the truth. That don't matter.
You can say the truth and get caught up and get fumbled
Can't
up.
get caught up because the witness said the girls was fighting. The one girl dragged the other girl and was whooping her ass. And then the girl went into her purse and started shooting. And then he ran across and grabbed her hand and pushed the gun down. How can you trip that up? That's exactly what happened. How can you trip that up? To okay, you're guilty. He had no DNA on there. No DNA was on that gun of his. And then they gave the girl who actually was doing the shooting immunity. Why would you give her immunity? If he shot everybody, if he was one with the gun, how it was a pink gun on top of that. So you know it was the girl's gun, you know? And he didn't testify. He kept his mouth shut and he got 10 years. See how that worked? Now let's see what did he get? Because they keep trying to say 20 years. 20 years. They're gonna give it to him. Because they're mad about everything else.
Not going to get 20 years.
He shouldn't get anything. He should get probation. He should get probation because if you gave her immunity and she made all the calls and she did everything, you can't give him. But they're going to look at everything that he didn't get charged for and punish him for that, even though the jury said not guilty. Because the system ain't right.
Yeah.
And then he need to go out there and he need to speak his piece and say what it really was. Because right now it's a one-sided story and everybody looking at him like some people are looking at her like she foul. And then you got some women that be like, oh, she's a victim because she got on the stand and cried. That's weird to me. Crying don't make you a victim because women know how to play. You know, play that game. They need to stop looking at, criers as, it's a mechanism they use. I had this girl do it too. She's still, and I knew she was stealing it. And so me and the owner had a meeting with her and she sat in that bitch and cried. And I just looked at her like, what the hell? I'm not stealing. I just want the best for your company. I'm looking at him like, and then he's like, oh, Sonia, stop being so mean. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Just leave her alone, Sonia. You just da-da-da-da-da. She's not stealing. I said, why? Because she cried? Because she cried? That chick was stealing $1,000 a week. I caught her and I fired her. And he was like, well, I was like, I told you, quit thinking crying and all that woo-hoo and all of that's an act. It's a freaking act. She was robbing you blind. It's a freaking act. Dazzle and distress, It throws men off.
I ask you for your last comment. You keep going on and
Bye.
on and on.
I be rambling. Get off.
Your last comment.
What was that, an hour ago? That was an hour ago. I'm just so fed up.
My head hurt.
I'm just so fed up. That's all. It's just 3 years and it just shouldn't be 3 years. I'm just fed up. This shit is crazy. 3 freaking years. I know. My brain hurt every day with this, because I feel for him to have to go through this. Him and the other guy that's sitting in there for 3 years on the same type of lie. The same type of lie. Gave him a racketeering and all that. You know what I'm saying? He's innocent. It ain't just Nesto. Trust me. It ain't just Nesto. It's a couple of them sitting in there innocent, with no bond. And they ain't killed nobody. But a murderer can get bond. You can't come back from murder. That's what's so crazy. All right, get off my phone then. Bye.
Bye. Get off my phone.
Then I'm about to make me some dessert. Get off my phone, girl. I'm sorry.
I'm kicking you off now. Bye.
I could be right. I could be wrong.
I'm kicking you off. Bye.
Bye, darling.
My head hurt. Bye.
Yeah, bye. I don't even know how to get out of this.
I'll kick you off. Don't worry about it.
How long we been on here? 2 hours? Oh, that's too long.
I'll
Bye.
kick you off. Bye.
Push me out the door.
Bye. Oh, Jesus, my head hurts. Oh, Jesus. My head hurts. Oh my God, my head hurt. Oh God, Lord have mercy. Hey y'all, listen, there was no argument. I was just trying to give her my point of view. And all those who's thinking it was an argument, her and I talk like that all the time. I promise you. You just got to see it in person for real this time. But anyway, you guys, Miss Green, I said, good evening, Sonia. Gloria, and where's my girl Amber? Amber, where you at? Where you at, Amber? Where you at, Amber? Gloria and Amber, where you at? Gloria and Amber. Gloria and Amber. Y'all owe me a super chat or something. Give me some Advil. Y'all owe me a super chat for some Advil. some headache medicine. Where Amber go? She disappeared on me. I need to text her. Where's she at? Kathy, you won too. Yep, Kathy's part of it too. Kathy's part of it. Kathy. Oh my God. All right, guys. It was. She do keep me going. She is. She's. I told you how she remind me of a little sister, for real, for real. No, but my sister don't talk as much. No, my sister don't even talk at all. But she kind of give me the same sister vibe. All right, guys. I'm about to take my butt to. No, I can't go to bed yet. I got stuff to do in here. Gotta get my room together. But it was entertaining. This is for entertainment purposes. Remember, all this stuff is not real. It's not serious. I love Sonia to life. Look at Gloria. Gloria said, I'm sorry. We asked for that. Oh, Gloria, thank you for the super chat. The only way, Candy said, we need friends. Those animals that hang around the pig van don't talk back. Oh my God, y'all better leave that girl alone. Stop being mean to her, Candy. What's wrong with you? Stop being mean to my friend. Thanks for the super chat, Candy. Oh God. I had an RV question on here. You OT mom, we're gonna be back doing our Friday night live 101. Her and I, we're gonna be back doing that Friday night. The only reason we had to stop is because I was in New York. So just get y'all questions ready, because y'all know we're gonna be doing Friday nights, and we're gonna do highlighted questions only. So whatever the super chat amount is, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like other content creators, because that's what y'all do. I'm gonna start getting y'all to be, just treat me the same way y'all treat other content creators. Okay, y'all give super chat to them. I'm gonna demand my super chat too. Shoot. Congratulations on your weight loss, but you wrong for co-signing her BS, in my opinion. Sonia, everybody, listen to this, Sonia. Everybody has the right to have their opinion. Everyone has a right to have their opinion. I'm not God. I can't control how people think. I cannot control how people think. Okay? And she deserved the respect and deserved understanding, just like everybody else. Everybody else. So you could disagree with me. It's okay. I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with that. But y'all just can't disrespect her either. just because she think differently from us, from you. Hold on. How do you close this up? Gotta give Dallas back her necklace. Okay. She'll be back. Y'all try to run her off. That content will be stolen. Kathy, you know that for real. You already know it. It's gonna be stolen. It's gonna be stolen. I gave up trying to protect my stuff because they're still gonna use it. It's still gonna use it. But at least now I know YouTube not gonna pay them. YouTube not gonna pay them for using my stuff. So they could use it. I think she thinks differently than most. Yeah, we gotta let her be herself. She didn't co-sign. It's working, and I'm learning what to do and not to do in my itty bitty channel. That's fine. She disrespect herself enough. Is that disrespect, Sonia, for real? Just because you disagree with the lady, it doesn't make her wrong in her thinking. I mean, it is what she thinks. I mean, y'all. I mean, all I was doing is giving her my opinion. Doesn't it make my opinion right? No, it doesn't make my opinion right. Mm-mm. Everyone's entitled to have their own thinking. That's why we all have our own mind. And it's great that she doesn't think like the whole crowd. That's how geniuses are developed, because they don't think like everybody else. Get my coins ready. Oh, thank you, Candy. Thank you. But it is what it is, y'all. It is what we just have to let people be people. Yeah, she disrespect herself. But I mean, if she disrespect for herself, that's her. I mean, it's not us to determine whether or not she disrespect herself. It's her. It is her. Can she just be herself? Can she just be who she is and accept her for who she is? Why does she have to be conformed to how we think? I've come to the conclusion that she is in love with that man. Gloria, I agree with you on that one. How is related to Nesto friend? How is she related to Nesto? She's a friend. That's what you're asking, right, Julie? Yeah, we gotta accept her the way she is. At least at least you know that you can get on here and you can say, okay, I disagree with her, but you're still sitting here listening, right? Let her be herself, y'all. If y'all could sit around to other channels and people lie and y'all still keep going back and forth to those lies, you can handle her. She said her being herself is jacking up his case. Is it really jacking up his case? Is it really? That's a question we probably really need to ask. Is it really jacking up his case? At least she is passionate. Definitely. At least you can say, with friends like her, come on, Sylvia, I'm agreeing with you, but Genius is putting too much on. You know what? You know, Shackles, you're getting on my nerve right now. Y'all some evil people. Why y'all so evil to the woman? Why y'all so evil? Why y'all so mean and evil? Come on. Why? Y'all so mean. Oh my Lord. I'm gonna pray for y'all. That was stop it. Tall Glass. Now I know you know better than that. You know you don't act like that up in here. Tall Glass, you know you don't act like that. Don't act like that up in here, Tall Glass. You don't act like that. That's unacceptable from you, Tall Glass. We're not the mean girls over here. You might see me anywhere. I pay YouTube Premium and go everywhere I choose. You might see me anywhere. Sonia, what does that got to do with? Did I say anything about you going anywhere? Are you referring that to me? Sylvia, make their leaders a topic since they are enjoying your content. Miss Sylvia, I don't think she would have went into that direction if we kept her asking her question. Sylvia, that's not to you. Oh, that's not to me? Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I'm reading too much into this. Sonia don't give a damn thing. Y'all think exactly. Sonia don't care, y'all. She don't. Her and I have a very, very cool relationship. You know, we talk to each other just like that. I'd be like, get off my phone. I'm tired of talking to you. I don't want to talk to you. Okay. He wasn't talking to me. Okay. But we be talking to each other just like that, y'all, all the time. Get off my phone. I don't want to talk to you. Why are you talking to me right now? Anyway, we talk like that all the time. Taking to you, sir. When the question stopped, she started talking. Gloria said, we kept her asking her question. I gotta do. Oh, tomorrow I have to go to court for myself. Y'all want to be nosy while I'm going to court tomorrow? Y'all want to be nosy? Y'all want to know why I'm going to court? Y'all want to know? Isn't this pretty? This is Dallas. You don't jump down to work. Oh no, I'm not going. No, it's not for me. I gotta go to a case. I'm not doing cash off until Tuesday, y'all. I'm going Tuesday to cash off thing. Okay, cash out. Excuse me. Cash out is too. You know what? I need to text her and find out. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Hello.
Are you ignoring me, young lady?
You see, I answered the phone.
Ah, finally. Hey, the case is still going?
Yes.
Okay.
The judge thinks that the jury should have the case by July 22nd.
July what?
22nd.
22nd. So then, because I was gonna come tomorrow, but I got something to do, so I'll come Tuesday.
We'll be there.
You'll be there. So why y'all don't show anything at all? Why don't you show it afterwards?
You mean like the whole thing?
Yeah.
I think that would just be too long.
Okay, so I gotta bring my stuff and hook it up to y'all thing then. Does he record the whole thing?
He doesn't record the whole. Well, actually, yeah, no. Well, okay, so this is the issue. Because weird. It took me a while to
Okay.
find it too, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm putting it in mine, and then I'll see you guys on Tuesday then.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, doll.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Sorry, guys. So Tuesday I will be at Cash App. Cash Out. But look, listen. I will be showing the footage nightly. Okay. The last 2 hours of the footage I won't have because their camera person is going to be gone. I'm going to see what the judge give me as my Rule 22. See if I can pull the last two on my own little. I don't have a camera no more. I forgot. I don't know where my camera is. Never mind. And we're just going to show what the footage they have up to the last 2 hours because they leave every day at 3, so they don't have the last 2 hours. But I'll sit in there, write the notes, and then bring you guys what happened at the last 2 hours. Does that sound good for everybody? Does that sound good for Cash Out? And I'm going to be there starting to. So it looks like the judge said the jury going to get the what do you call it? The jury instruction on the 22nd of July. So I get enough to bring you guys some stuff. Sounds good? I missed the link that you posted with the pictures. No, it's not a link. I was just I had a behind the scene meet Google Meet for us. So guys, I got the case number for Cash Out, and I am going to write. What do you mean, JT? Write about what? What happened, JT? JT, ask the question again. I don't know what you're talking about. Kathy. Y'all don't be talking about my Kathy now, Nesto Shackles. Y'all better leave leave Kathy alone, y'all. Don't be trying to jump my Kathy now. Don't be trying to jump. I don't like no group jumping on my Kathy. Kathy does matter. Don't be saying she's a non-factor. Don't do that to Kathy now. Don't do that. Don't do that, Nesto Shackle. Don't do that to Kathy now. We ain't gonna do that mean girl stuff over here. I was just saying, isn't that the trial? Yeah, that's the trial she's on. Yep. That's the same one. Yep. It's the same trial. It's the same trial. No, there's not going to be live stream. What I'm going to do every evening, starting Tuesday, I am going to show the whole thing until the end. Okay. Infamous, your Kathy Wash is messing with us and we're reacting. What did she say? What did she do? Only thing she said that she's telling me who be on certain channels. That's the only thing she did. She wasn't being mean to y'all. Did she say anything that was out of character towards you? They live streamed it the first. Yeah, let me tell you what happened, JT. The first day when they live streamed it, there were some complaints in regard to some witnesses being shown. So they decided not going to show any of the witnesses. The only witness they'll show is the law enforcement witnesses, those that are not undercover. But all the other ones, like the ones that are witness for the S trafficking, they're not going to show any of them. And the judge does not want it live streaming because just in case somebody makes a mistake. That's why the judge doesn't want it live streaming. That's why, JT. They did the first day, and then the judge decided no live streaming. They couldn't show the whole thing afterwards, and the news is not interested in doing the whole. That now, if they were like showing it live streaming, they'll show it, but since they're not interested in showing the whole thing later on, they don't do it. But I will have it, and I will show it to you guys. Hey, Sean. I will show it to you guys in the evening if y'all are interested, okay? All right, we'll do that. I just have to make sure I have my equipment. Can we go watch the first day? It should be out there. It should be on. You want to see it in here? Let me see. Let me see if I can get the link for you. Hold on. I'm trying to see the live stream. They go. All right, this is the first day. All right, here we go. Hold on a second. There it is right here. Hold on. Let's see. Mickey had it. Let me go into. Hold on a second. Cash out. Let me stop it for a second. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to get it for you. I'm trying to pull it up. This is like a starving daughter thing here. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to find out where it's like a month ago. I'm trying to find it. Hold Hold on. Trying to see where they have like clippings. They don't have the full trial. I think they took it off their thing. They don't have the full trial. Let me go back out again. Look, I gotta go back out because they didn't have it. Hold on, let's just show y'all what it shows here.
Mr. Gibson working, taking care of his business, and building his craft. Now, we are now here in this trial. He's been charged with count 1, a RICO. There's no conspiracy here. There's no criminal enterprise, and there's no structure to any criminal organization. The evidence will show that there was no organization that resulted in structure, that resulted in there being a scheme, meetings, officers, the things that you would see in a corrupt, criminal, mafia-style organization that RICO was built for. The evidence is going to show that this goes back, in terms of this indictment, from 2013, 10, 12 plus years ago, to 21. The evidence is going to show that this was put together in a RICO case. They put this together. Now let's talk about some of these persons.
Okay, we're gonna see what we didn't see what Miss. Let's see what Miss what's her name said. That this is Nesto's attorney right here. Look.
Are raping Jordan Adams from 6 to 12 hours, torturing her, abusing her, kidnaps her. The very first person she talks to about this, and she basically says, "Don't call anyone because I'm going to get arrested." Fast forward to January 12th when she's talking to officers.
In there, who they're.
That's his mom over there and him. He looks just like his mother. Cash out look just like his Did Miss Love gain weight again?
Entertaining weight.
I don't see Miss Love. Okay, I don't see her. Okay, we got to go get out of here for a second because I want to see Miss Love give her opening argument on this case. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see cash out. Hold on a second. Let's see something. Yeah, we don't see the whole clip in at all on none of this trial here. I don't see nothing. They're only giving like 1 minute, 2 minute clippings of this case. Okay, here it is. I think this is it. Nope, his case is not showing. Nope, 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 nope. Well, guys, we will see on Tuesday. Let's see. Oh, okay. Love is not didn't do the opening argument. It was the other attorney that did the opening argument. It was Miss Estelle. What's her name? Yeah, Love didn't do the opening argument. Yeah, what's her name? Start with E. He did the opening argument. Okay. Thank you, Brianna, for giving me that information. I was looking for a Love to see if she did it. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm putting it in my Rule 22 so I can go ahead and be able to get that information out for you. Okay. I'm gonna shoddy in a mess in there. I'm gonna see what the case number is. Hold on a second. Fulton County Court. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all so y'all can see what I do. All right, let me just let you guys go because I had to sign in. I didn't want y'all to see my stuff. All right, this is where I go in and I go and sign into here and I put the case number, right? 23. Let's see. 1. 86464. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, a lot of these people took plea deals. Look like this person took a plea deal. This person took a plea deal. This person took a plea deal. So what's Cash Out real name? This is Cash Out right here, right? That's Cash Out, right? Do you know his mother's name? I gotta put the judge's name. Earlene, that's her name. Earlene Winfrey. That's who did the opening argument. Okay. I was trying to get all the information. The trial started June 12th, I think. Let me just see this order for the trial to start. I see June. They had a status hearing. A motion ordering the sheriff to allow defendant counsel into the courthouse. Reset trial to June 2nd is when the trial started. June 2nd, 2025. Okay. Witness list. This is the jury instruction. Let's see. Defendant order for them to get dinner. This is the state restriction victim contact. Let's see what this says. Hold on. Order under seal. Let's see what it says here. It says left a cash out. Order. A May 1st reference. Okay. Was taken. Defendant Tyrone was presented and represented by Sean Hoover, and the state has presented and represented district attorney. Okay, that's it. There's nothing on this thing here. All right, let's go back. What is this under seal? What is this under seal? Discovery motion under seal. Okay. What did the judge order? Let's see what this order says. They're restricting contact with victims. Okay. Okay, return mail, transcript, amended witness list. Let's see witness list, how long it is. The witness list. State fourth amended witness list. Okay, they had 4 pages of that. All right. Okay, here we go, people. Let's go back. Let me stop that. It says, I really don't understand the point of you showing those videos. It was showing the county crackdown on corruption. What are you trying to show or prove? I don't really understand. What videos? What are you talking about? What videos are you talking about, QA? What video are you talking about? What's going down Tuesday? What are you trying to show and prove? Are you talking about something that was shown earlier? Yeah, you're very late. You're very late. You're very, very late. You probably need to go look at the video and see what we were talking about. All right, I'm about to go. Good night, everybody. I gotta go do these Rule 22s. I got stuff to do. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good night. Go to bed, y'all. Night night. We're going to bed over here on this side of town. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars and check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night.